So, where last we left off, our brave heroes. Where last we left off. Had their own music sound going on Twitch. I'm like, why can I hear myself?
I was like,
I'm so
no,
confused.
I'm playing it, and then I was like, wait a minute, I just muted it. Where's the other one coming from?
Good golly. We're all professional streamers here.
Production fail.
Good.
Hey, I never declared I was professional.
Neither did I.
Where last we left off, our brave heroes, battered and bruised, had entered into this strange witch's hut, hoping that this was indeed the individual they were looking for. Inside, they discovered a dust-filled home filled with strange objects, not the least being heads hanging from the rafters. There was also the old witch they had seen outside just moments before, seemingly going about her business and inviting them to sit and join her for a drink and a meal. A few of our heroes joined her, while others, more cautious, stayed standing. Questions were asked, and the witch revealed that she was indeed a Raluca Valsu, the individual they had been searching for. More questions were asked as the adventurers probed her for details, trying to discover what she knew of the lost Solara and its location. Raluca seemed more than willing to talk, providing the heroes with a history on the forming of the world and of the creator gods, that which shines and the darkness binds. She told them of the disturbing motives of that which shines and the dangers of that creator god returning. She also revealed that two of the group, Delgrim and Grumpfel, carried with them some kind of divine spark. When the party finally revealed their intentions, she seemed unsurprised, expressing that they were not the first to have come looking for this information, and it was something she would not, or even could not, give easily. Frustrated, the party pressed her for more information, and she revealed her own past, her sisters contracting the maid rot, her having to destroy them, and the carnage that led to the wiping out of the folk of the village. She also advised that she was haunted in her dreams by two individuals trying to find her and get the information she possessed, but their desires were to bring back that which shines. As the party continued to try and convince her of their own intentions, the sound of battle could be heard outside. Rushing to the windows, the party could see people dressed in the garb of the Vanator in a heated battle with the echoes, of which there were now many more. Desperate to get away, as many of them were still greatly injured, our heroes again beseeched Raluca for her help, both in getting away and finding this lost Solara. She told them that she would be willing to help, but only if they could prove their determination for stopping the return of that which shines, by bringing the head and heart of one of the two individuals invading her dreams, Sarisan Istleway, or Errion Lathial, son of the Emperor of the Empire. Outside, the battle continued, and suddenly Ruxy, who had been silently listening to everything as she waited by the window, misty stepped outside and raced towards the Vanator, her allies, on wings of magical wind. With Ruxy apparently betraying the party and the battle raging outside, Raluca took some pity on the group, having her home slowly move away from the combat until it was safe enough distance for the party to slip into the night. Now, tired, confused, and frustrated, our heroes must consider their next steps. And what of the messages that B had sent to Dastaria? You all get to a safe distance away from the village where you are comfortable enough in the darkness of night to set up camp and to very quickly go about your usual preparations when it comes to resting, Tiernan setting up his alarms to ensure that the area is safe, establishing watches. You all fall into a very deep sleep. Delgrim, your watch is first. offering to stay up whilst you make sure that the rest of your friends get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't help but think back to what happened to you when you had slipped into death at the hands of the Fae Queen. With her mention of and then the old Swift Neblin, the mention of the darkness and the light, and that divine spark which seems to have been given to you. And as you sit leaning against a rock, watching your friends, you look up into the sky, and it's a beautiful, clear night. The stars shine brightly, but for someone who is so used to living underground, as you've expressed before, this openness has always been uncomfortable. It's always felt strange, but tonight, for some reason, it feels normal, feels natural. And you watch as a shooting star just sort of scuds across the night sky. What's going through Delgrim's mind right now? Thinking about everything that they've learned recently, where the group is going, what's happened to him.
I think the thing probably most forefront in his mind at the moment is the conflicting narrative that they now have between the benefit of that which shines versus its apparent inherent evil, in the sense that it could herald the destruction of the world. He'd been banking pretty hard on this mission kind of being the thing that would save their friend. And now that's been thrown into question, and I think he kind of feels in his bones that that's not untrue at this stage. He has no reason to disbelieve Raluca. His next concern is that he's not super comfortable with just straight up murdering either of the folk that they've been asked to bring the head or the heart of. And so he's kind of trying to rationalize in his own mind what the most sensible approach to achieving that would be, or if it's even worthwhile doing it all, if they just ignore this old hag altogether and branch out looking for the other Solara to perhaps answer some of their questions. And beyond that, he'd just be enjoying this comfortability under the night sky.
You see another shooting star streak across the sky. And then a third one.
Do these look like they are falling, or do they feel, I guess, with a blind sight, like they're falling in proximity, like they're falling stars, or they're just actually streaking across the night sky themselves?
They just look like they're sort of streaking across the night sky.
Yeah.
Not necessarily all going like to the same location. There's nothing that appears to sort of be common about them, but they just seem so very bright and vibrant to you. And as the third one streaks across the sky, you almost feel like a stirring in your chest, almost like some sort of connection to this phenomenon that's occurring right now.
In which case he will probably arise. He's not going to abandon the party at this point, but he'll arise and sort of position himself in such a way that he can explore that connection then a little more easily.
You see a fourth star, and I mean, probably the whole time you've been above ground before tonight, you've maybe seen one shooting star, if you're lucky. Four is obviously highly unusual. This last one is traveling across the sky incredibly slowly. It's almost like a meander as you watch it.
Okay. Who's next due for watch after Delgrim?
I don't know. Who do you think would be next? It's up to you guys.
I only need to sleep for 4 hours, so
Probably, if it, well, Galley would probably go as well. And if you,
I don't mind. It really doesn't
way.
bother me.
Cool.
Hey,
Okay, let's
do you
go.
know what? Let's do a flip
Yeah.
off. Let's do
Yeah.
a flip.
Yeah, yeah.
Flip you
hey,
off.
Flip
Cass,
off. Oh.
yeah, one of those.
Cass,
Yeah.
pick the Kraken
What? No
or
battle
the one?
royale?
Kraken.
Kraken? Okay. If it's
Yeah.
Kraken, you go. If it's
Okay.
a one, I go.
Okay.
It's a Kraken!
Yay.
All right. So Galley is next up on.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Delgrim will wake Gallivahad then.
Mhm.
Gallivahad, please, may I ask that you take your watch a little early? I must look at and look at the sky. There's very strange happenings. I must investigate what these things are. I feel
Can I
drawn.
see anything happening in the sky at the moment, or is it just normal for me?
By the time you've woken Galley up, that fourth star has now gone. So you look up. It's a beautiful night sky. The stars seem to be particularly vibrant, but you don't ascertain anything sort of unusual from what you've seen before, Galley.
I sometimes feel a bit like that after a good fight. It does look pretty nice. But sure, I'm happy to take the watch early. That's fine.
Thank you.
You go and enjoy your stars.
I will return as soon as I can and relieve you.
Let's just try, obviously, not to disturb any echoes or draw any attention. But I don't have to tell you. You already know that.
If I do, I will bring them directly to you to take care of. Because
Perfect.
Gallivahad, I am so wiped out right now. I truly cannot tell you how absolutely spent I am, and I would really like to rest. But first, I think I'm going to enjoy this little walk under the sky. And Delgrim will wander out.
Are you heading in any particular direction?
I think if the shooting stars themselves were heading in a particular direction, he'd probably try and kind of triangulate towards those. Otherwise, he'd be literally, I guess, trying to make use of this new connection he has with the night sky to get a vibe check, I guess, on which direction to follow.
One of the stars came down, like some of them like arced high across the sky and sort of vanished often, and, sort of off in a very long way direction. One of them sort of it dropped down below sort of the horizon, sort of fairly sitting nearby. So it would be like, cool, if I was going to go towards where one of them maybe went or was, I could go in that direction, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that would be the likeliest call.
So you head off into the darkness, and you walk for maybe about I don't know, 10 minutes. And it's open rolling countryside out here. It's nice. It's cold. But again, it's nothing you're used to, being deep underground where heat is only found by fire or by wearing, multiple layers of clothing. So this is not uncommon for you. Up ahead, you can see what looks to be just over a small rise, like a soft glow.
Excellent. Without the benefit of any allies nearby, I'm approaching this glow then. Is there any internal sense that Delgrim has of this being associated then with, say, the the shooting stars, or it's just a anomaly on his little
Yeah,
jaw?
for sure. Make a what role do you think would be appropriate? I'm going to put this back on you.
I guess it depends on the nature of the thing, but I'd guess either religion or nature, if it's just straight up
Make a nature
a
check
natural
for me.
phenomenon.
Make a nature check for me.
Mm-hmm. Delgrim making a nature check? I don't think so. I rolled a 10. That makes it a 15.
Okay, look. This is... It is unusual to see light of this type in the open. You've never seen anything like this before, but you do feel a level of connection to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess the only other thing he might consider doing, with that being the case, because he is truly so completely spent, with the exception of a very new ability to reach out and sense the divine, which he will do. So as he comes closer to this thing, within say 60 feet, he'll reach out with this divine sense, and if there's nothing, there's nothing. But it would provide him an indication if there's anything affected by the Hallow spell, for example, or if there's any actual celestial fiend or undead within that 60-foot radius as he approaches.
It's a strange sensation as you can feel that energy inside you, and you sort of dig into this new wellspring, and as you reach out to get a sense of this, the first thing is you sense that spark in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It is not strong. It is, if anything, it's barely there. It's like a flickering ember. And from that, you almost feel like a trail leading out towards this light. And whatever it is that's glowing certainly feels like it has some sort of divine element to it as well.
Yeah, excellent. And I think it's probably the first time Delgrim's properly examined and acknowledged that within himself so far. And he'll follow that trail to this glow.
You crest the small rise, and you can see now a small mote of light just sort of almost bobbing slightly above the surface of the ground. It looks just like a star, but it is just bobbing there ever so slightly. It's glow casting long shadows from the undergrowth that's around it. It's about 20 feet away.
Yeah. Assuming he still has this sense of connection to it, he'll approach it open-handedly, no weapons drawn at all.
Okay. As you approach, so when you say open-handedly, so that's just more like not reaching out, but just like more
just casually, calmly, nothing like he's not freaking out or in defensive mode at all. He's just calmly approaching it.
You get about 5 feet away from it, and it rises ever so slightly to sort of like eye level and just floats there in front of you.
You'll probably circle it a little bit to start with. And just sort of gauge
it doesn't move, it just bobs and floats ever so gently now.
There's nothing else in the area other than just this little light.
This little light. It's just a little light.
Oh, cute little light. Any heat coming off it at all?
No.
Cool. He's going to give it a little boop.
Okay. Roll for initiative. No, I'm kidding. You reach out, and as you reach out, the light splits into 4 individuals, all glowing, that just suddenly starts spinning around your hand. You can feel, it's not heat, but you can feel the power, you can feel the energy that's coming from these 4 lights as they just spin around your hand. Not fast, but just sort of more a gentle orbit.
Mm-hmm. I think he'll mutter some kind of, not like a curse word necessarily, but some little phrase of only the very mildest irritation, like you would to like a naughty puppy, I guess, in Undercommon. Something of that nature, as this light splits then. And he'll hold up, I guess, 4 fingers in answer, I guess, to the split of these lights. And then just start kind of stepping backwards, still facing them and still looking, and sort of just slowly take a few steps backwards.
As you hold up your 4 fingers with these lights dancing around, all 4 of them suddenly, almost too fast to see, into each individual finger. You feel a slight jolt of something, and it courses all the way through you into that very sort of center core that you've started to feel more of tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The light fades, but you can feel there's like a tingling on the end of your fingertips.
I think he'll wait a little while before heading back, and probably with his head craned towards the sky. Firstly, just to see if there's any more of these kind of streaking lights across the sky. But secondly, just to kind of continue this, I guess, relationship that he has now with this feeling both inside him and without.
As you're heading back and you look up, every star in the sky seems to just burn a little bit brighter. And you feel within you some kind of connection back through to the night sky, through to those stars that hang up above you. You're not sure what that connection is or what that connection means, but it's there, and it's in the very core of you at the moment. And you get that sense that over time it might be something that you can actually like reach out to.
Excellent.
And
mm-hmm.
very briefest of moments, you could swear that you can see in the night sky 2 ancient eyes. Could have been an old Swift Neblin. Could have been something else just looking down.
Brilliant. I think, Delgrim then with a, again, only mildly irritated grin, will head back towards the party's camp then.
Gally, you see Delgrim emerge out from the darkness, probably like half an hour later, after from when he'd sort of gone out.
You okay? I'm good you're back. Had a hound that wandered off like that once, but they didn't come back, so I just wanted to make sure you're feeling okay.
I am not a hound, Gallivahad. I am an entire
Maybe
person.
just had a look on your face like, you were just heading out.
It has been a very long day. A very long little while, but I'm refreshed from my little jaunt. Not so refreshed that I wouldn't appreciate a good sleep. Are
I think
you,
maybe you should have a sleep.
are you okay to keep watch? I crash out and you can wake me when you finish? Or
Yeah, I think it'll be someone else's turn soon enough, so I'm happy just to sit.
you should wake up Tiernan. He does not deserve a full night rest.
I don't know, he might get a little upset.
Exactly, it's fun.
He seems a little more fragile than maybe you or I.
Exactly, it's why it's fun to give him a little poke in his under rib.
Well, how about since you're feeling so good, you give him the poke and then you can go and sleep.
I'm not feeling
I'll
so
stay
good. Again, I am very, very worn out. I think maybe I just go to sleep. You decide who can be on watch next. Good night, Gallivahad. Thank you for your help today. It was very assistance.
Happy to help. That's what I'm here for.
And with that, you head off to rest, Delgrim. However, the following day, you will have an inspiration to play with.
Oh, not a level up.
No level up.
I know,
No.
it all sounded very much like level up talk, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, look, it potentially. Yeah, look. Well.
We never level up.
Oh my god.
Just
Ever.
so everyone in chat knows, leveling up's not a thing here. Our DM doesn't believe it.
I've never
in it.
leveled up a day in my life.
He taunts us with us. With
Yeah,
it. No,
they're
I was
all-
going to level you up, but
He literally did
Real
in our
sad.
chat.
They're all level 1, so yeah.
bring on the negative level drain.
So, all of you will get a long rest. So you may now hit the long rest button if you have not already done that. I'm not sure if there was anything anyone wanted to do like over the course of the night during their watches. If not, we will just simply progress to the following day.
I will let you know that I have prepared some new spells today.
Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know.
They are accessible in my character sheet.
Outstanding. So, in the light of a new day, what are you guys planning on doing?
Drinking some of Grumpfel's really yum coffee.
Which he
Start with.
is up early. He's got the coffee brewed. It is all set to go.
I think if I can, Hamish, like originally intentioned that one time before he ran away into the distance to scream at a tree.
Yeah.
Get eaten by
So-
magic.
Instead of old man shouting at clouds, old man shouting at tree.
Yeah, B will also be up early, being that she doesn't need that much rest. Like preparing the best breakfast she can out of the rations that they have, which is shit.
Are you proficient with cooking utensils or anything like
Fuck
that?
no.
Cool. Roll a d20 and add your intelligence. Add your intelligence modifier.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Hey, that's good. My intelligence modifier, 21.
21. So
The best dry fruit breakfast you've ever had.
yeah. Look, the hardtack and the jerky are particularly tasty today. You managed to somehow, I don't know, you get a little bit of extra seasoning. It's almost magic with how you.
Hey,
managed
this
to
jar of honey that I didn't realize I had all of this time.
Yeah. So no, you managed to produce a fairly tasty breakfast. This is for everyone or just for yourself?
No, this is for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
like B will be going to extra effort to like make sure everything looks really nice, as presentable as it can in this climate.
Yeah. It is a slightly overcast morning, but it's chilly, but it's fairly nice. And so all of you awaken to this beautiful little kind of picnic breakfast that B set up.
With Grumpfel. Grumpfel has the coffee for sure.
Yeah, Grumpfel 100% has lovingly crafted a beautiful pot of coffee for the group as well.
This is so
I-
kind. Thank
I
you.
made you a breakfast.
I don't know if I would call it so much kindness, perhaps a little bit of tinge of guilt for a friend who betrayed us and nearly had us all murdered by
I don't feel guilty.
Hunty down.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I said
I
a
don't
little
control
tinge.
her actions. I don't feel guilty.
This is what I was going to mention. There's no need to feel guilty. I assumed that she was spying for Empire on us.
Are you
Or on you.
projecting?
No. Not at all. I accused her very much face to face of being secret spy lady. And turns out I was right. As it turns out, I have very good instincts.
Yeah, I heard you drop me down a hole one time.
It's
Actually, a
not-
cliff.
You dropped her down a cliff?
Accidentally.
I dropped both of us down the cliff, and because I was holding her, trying to run away from the very
Sorry.
scary
The fog.
fake creatures.
Were you holding her in front of you and running?
No, like over the
Through a
shoulder.
forest.
Through a forest. We're being attacked by fake creatures. Very.
I
But you
don't
didn't-
think we were being
Terrifying
attacked
time.
at that point.
It was the fog.
Well, but all I can say is I've never dropped anyone I was carrying. So
Well, we can try that later if you like.
Not yet.
it's not something I would think would happen because I look where I'm going. My eyes and my hands are separate entities.
Well, perhaps now that you are in party, maybe there is someone who has brains enough to assist the one person who is able to lift other people in party.
Okay, I
So I
wasn't trying
don't
to
trip
start.
over.
I was just trying to deflect from the talking about Roxy thing.
There's no need to deflect, and we should talk about Roxy because what the heck?
Well, I think I don't. I probably should have told you guys that I was a little bit sus on her the entire time, but I didn't really know how to say that and not, I don't know, sound weird about it. But here's the thing. Remember that town I told you all about? I don't know if I told you, Yelly.
Probably not.
B goes into a very detailed retelling of the town thing just to catch you up.
Has Tiernan been told?
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, I've mentioned it in front of you I think later when we started discussing things like hiding me and why.
I think you've told the story like 3 or 4 times now,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you would have overheard
Yeah, I'm
it at
not
least
gonna
once.
retell it. It's fine.
Go on.
Well, no. I don't give in to peer pressure, Promethean. Anyway, tells the story. Well, here's the thing. We left obviously afterwards and we went back to the consortium and Roxy was just kind of okay with it. Not okay probably isn't the right word to use because I don't know what was going on inside her head, but the way she reacted outwardly was very much well, sometimes these things happen and that's what it is. And, seeing someone get completely incinerated in front of my eyes, I don't really think that is well, sometimes these things happen type of reaction. So, it's not like I hate her or anything. I was a little taken aback how you can react that way. And I know everyone reacts different and it's not really fair of me to judge, but, it was just weird because that's really similar to how Dastaria reacted. And, yeah. So, I haven't heard from her in forever. And to be fair, I haven't really reached out to her either. But, it was just weird that she showed up out of nowhere, right?
It did feel a little bit strange.
So that's the next part of this. She didn't really turn up out of nowhere. I found out.
What do you mean?
So, I might have, done this thing where I sent a message to Dastaria to ask about the echoes to see if we could get any information on them, and also to just kind of test the waters and see whether I was really actually in danger. I didn't tell her where I was or what I was doing or any of that sort of stuff. I just kind of like, hi, it's been some time. Hope you're doing good.
The same Destaria that made little village go into incinerated time loop.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out whether I could maybe get us some sort of safe passage. If she thought that I wasn't like I'm not trying to kill her. I'm trying to not be found by her, but like maybe if she thought we had a neutral relationship, there wouldn't be anyone like coming to find me.
I think that backfired.
Well, here's the problem with that is I sent that message when Roxy was already here. So that wasn't the message that like made Roxy show up. But I did get a response. Allow me to just dig into the deep parts of my brain to find that response.
While we've all been having this discussion, Tiernan has actually been just standing off to the side, sitting down, kneeling down on the dirt, and he's been scribbling in to the dirt with just a stick. Just seems to be writing, drawing circles, lines, and so forth. And has just been leaning over every so often to turn to look at you guys to listen in and say one or two words.
I got 2 messages from her. And she said that she was wondering when she might hear from me. And she has no idea what echoes are. And then she told me that I was in danger and not to trust Roxy. And then she sent me another message that asked me to meet her in Mardovia in the next 5 days, and that she has an offer and maybe we can help each other out. Don't message her again, it's not safe. Well, I've never been very good at listening. So after the fight last night and Roxy being like, hey, I was sent here by Destaria, I messaged Destaria back saying that I don't trust either of them, and that I'd see her soon. And I don't know where the confidence to say that came from, because it wasn't. It definitely felt a little bit like I was threatening her.
So we're going to Moldovia then?
Well, I mean, I only said this last night, so we still have 4 more days. But also, it might not be a bad idea.
It seemed very strange she warned you about Roxy if she also sent Roxy to get you.
Yeah, but Destaria's tricky and she's sneaky, and you know, she got away with what she did without to my knowledge, anyone else from the consortium knowing. So she can kind of get away with a bunch of stuff. But also, you know, there's something to be said about how much she's learned or how much she knows. I mean, she's pretty high up at the consortium, or she was. I don't know now. She's very powerful. I don't know, maybe we can learn something from her.
Did we learn in character or out of character in the last session about the little rivalry between Destaria and the Emperor's kid? Were we told that? I don't remember.
I haven't heard about it.
Or if it was just a thing that Roxy and B knew.
Those two were messaging each other a bit. So we wouldn't have necessarily heard that.
I don't think it was discussed in character.
Yeah, okay. In which case,
I don't
Delgrim has nothing to say.
I don't know, she's got a lot of connections. Maybe she can help us explore some of the connections that were discussed by, you know, moving house lady.
She did want that guy's head and heart, didn't she? So maybe
Which, by the
that's
way,
an in.
Maybe she doesn't mean physical head and heart. Like, maybe one of us could make him fall in love with us, and then take his head still attached to his body there, and then you've got his head and his heart.
That sounds reasonable.
Not it.
Not it.
It would not be the first time I have tried to worm my way out of specific wording of a deal. And we all know how well that went.
Yeah, so you just have to say not it and touch your nose.
Well, I don't think it'd be necessarily fair if I did it. Gotta give the poor thing a chance. I hate Gallivahad so much sometimes.
No, not there.
I will say it is much more appealing than actually cutting out heart and taking off head. So look, if it's an option, then maybe we attempt it. Gallivahad, if you think you're so very unwalkable from as for them to fall for you, then maybe this is your time to shine. Otherwise,
let's start by just finding out what Destaria,
wants.
Well, maybe we can help each other thing kind of sounds like she wants something in return. So I'll put my head on the chopping block for that. Because this is my burden to carry. But it might be cool to have some backup.
If what she wants is to capture you and to torture you and make sure you never leave again, what then?
Maybe we could.
Gallivahad actually go, ooh.
Yes.
I bet she'd pay real good.
That's his thinking noises.
Good.
We could use B as bait.
Yeah.
And we could hide, and then if anything bad looks like it's going to kick off, then we could spring out, and depending on what B wants, we could either just incapacitate her or we could just kill her.
Well, I also have this spell that I've had written down for ages, and I just before I prepared breakfast, I was reading through my book and I was like, well, maybe if we do this could be something that might help us out. I've got to figure out and consult with other people that I know, what the range on this would be. But basically I have this spell where I can record a location. And well, this would actually, no, this might not work because it would be basically I can record a location and teleport back there. But it's only me, and it has to be done really quickly. I'd have to record it and then in the next couple of moments know that I was in danger and get out of there.
Okay. What kind of distance we're talking here?
That's a really good question. Let me as we walk, I'll read through my book a little bit more and see if I can figure it out.
Okay, great. Tiernan,
I want to say that it's probably within somewhere I can see, because it's so quick to do it. Basically I record it and I have to use it if we were talking in turns, in rounds, I'd have to use it, by my next turn. So that's really quickly.
Sure.
So it'd have to be somewhere I can see.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Tiernan, what about you? Is there any way that you can think of that we could be safe while she meets with this terrible, scary, evil woman?
Well, by this time, when you look over at Tiernan, he appears to have drawn and scratched into the dirt this massive flow chart of all these various names and so forth that he puts down. If you go and have a look, you see you got Lord Ithelway written down in a circle, and he's lined off the Talera and that which shines, King's Vale, and he goes over and shows the Empire, B, the Staria, the Vanator, Ruxy. Then it goes friend / spy, and then he's gone and put down Raluca, I forgot his name. Who's the one who
fucking sassy.
Aloysius was the one.
Aloysius, yeah.
Aloysius was the one who directed us towards
It's just an
Luca.
A in the dirt because Tiernan can't remember how to spell it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's got this back to forth line between Lord Istleway and Aloysius, and he's just standing there going, because it also shows the darkness binds, and when you go over and ask him, he just turns to you and says, "None of this adds up. None of it makes sense." Now he's just looking down at this massive concept map that he's drawn into the dirt of all the individual pieces and people that you guys have all met. There's even under Raluca, eats kids ? With a circle. And then a little line, trustworthy ? Delgrim, we've been wandering around for it feels like months at this point. What are we doing?
I think Delgrim's going to take his hat and he's just going to start sweeping away in the dirt, clearing away his giant conspiracy flaw that Tiernan's put together. And kind
You
of
can wipe it away, but it's all still here.
it will put a hand on Tiernan's shoulder. Tiernan, my friend.
Just like this.
This doesn't. What we're doing, and he'll kind of like tap you on the chest and like, what we're doing now is from here, from our heart, Tiernan. We're doing the right thing at the right time. Yes?
No. It doesn't feel from the heart, Delgrim. We've been asked to kill somebody. One person I don't even know. They're a name. And go kill this person so that we're trustworthy? And what to go kill one person to save another person? One and one do not make.
We don't have to do it.
B is right. We have been asked, yes, but it is not currently what we do.
That's what I mean. So, what are we doing?
What we're doing is learning. We have learned that perhaps Istleway and the Dawn Dreamers do not know everything about that which shines. Perhaps,
Or they do and they're just not telling everybody the truth.
Perhaps their goals of folly. Or perhaps Hag is lying, old, angry, lonely bitch. So,
For an old, lonely bitch, she is probably the only person thus far who's actually given us very detailed information.
no, Tiernan, look around. The people who are here now, Grumpfel, B, Gallivahad, you, me. These are the people we care about. Right now, B has a problem. We're going to do what we feel is right in our heart. We're going to help her with that problem. Everything else can wait.
Can I roll an insight check on Delgrim?
Did she?
Sure.
What?
Not to see if he's lying, but like this is I don't know. This feels different to normal Delgrim. This is less grumpy.
What, her friend has now betrayed her? Like, this is someone she told us was
I'm
a
right
friend.
here.
Yeah, you're welcome to contribute, because at the moment, I have heard you've been contacting with Destaria, which originally I thought there was somebody you were trying to avoid.
I totally am.
Then why would you reach out to them?
Because sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures, and you're right. So much of this journey has been, what the fuck are we doing?
But
Sorry.
B,
but like,
I'm not going to reach out to the SPI. I don't care how much trouble I am.
But this
I
is
don't
one
want them to
person.
find me.
It's not an entire organization.
What is the SBI, Tiernan?
Just people who who are trying to shut me up. But it doesn't matter.
It does. If it matters to you, it matters.
I'm in the Empire. They're not going to come to the Empire. So, okay. Is Destaria a good person or a bad person? Because I am terribly confused at this point.
That's a really difficult question to answer because, this is the problem with all of these things is that good people and bad people, we're bad to someone. There is someone out there that looks at this group and goes, they're the bad guys. And I look at Destaria and I go, she did a really bad thing and she's not a good person. But sometimes you need help from people that aren't the best. I learned that from my mom.
What's wrong with your mum?
I don't really know what she does, actually.
Didn't we meet your mum?
Yeah.
But she seemed nice.
Oh, she's not a bad person. But I learned from my mom that sometimes you gotta, get your hands dirty. I don't mean killing people, by the way. I don't think. I don't know what she does, so. But you're right. This is confusing. It's weird. I don't know where we're going or what we're doing. And, people don't say what they mean all the time. And they say weird things that don't make sense. And then other people just lie. And other people follow you around and then stab you in the back with an emotional knife. And other people drop you down a cliff. But, these things happen. And I don't know. I don't understand people. You guys are probably the longest friends I've ever had. Except for Roxy.
Except
who
for
obviously
Roxy.
isn't my friend. Which, thank you, I don't need another reminder.
The cliff thing did seem like avoidable, but
It was a cliff of support, of emotional and physical support that I also fell down.
It was pretty
Thank
funny.
you very much. It was not funny. It was very dangerous and risky to my own self.
But that doesn't make... My point is, it doesn't make Delgrim a bad person that you dropped me. Like, sometimes shit happens.
No.
Sorry.
But you learn and you grow from the mistakes.
Be who you're saying sorry to over and over again. The sky doesn't care if you swear.
Yeah, but I don't know. The sky mummy might.
Tell us more about this.
Who? Hadari? I don't think Hadari's going to
Sometimes I
care.
just say things and I don't plan them, and that's improv, I guess.
Yeah, it is. So, as this conversation starts to wind up, you are probably 4 days forced march from Mardovia. So you would be able to get back to there just within that 5 days that Destaria had originally told you about.
I think if I can put a cap on the end of the conversation around whether or not we go to Mardovia, I think what B would say is, look, at the end of the day, you all don't have to come with me. That's totally fine. You guys have this whole other hero's journey that you have to do, and that's okay. But I think it's worth. When I came on this journey with you guys, it was it's bigger than us. And it's bigger than me, is kind of what I said to my dad when I left. And I think this whole thing that we're being sent to do is still so much bigger than us. And Destaria knows more than I know.
Well, honestly, I'm starting to question this entire endeavor. But regarding Destaria, what do you hope to get from this meeting?
Well,
because you're putting yourself in danger. What are you hoping to achieve?
You've all put yourselves in danger.
Yes, but you're deliberately walking in towards the lion's den, so to speak. What are you hoping to achieve from that?
Well, we saw one perspective. We saw Raluca's on that which shines and all of the stuff that we're seeking out. Maybe this is a different one. Maybe one that doesn't involve us killing someone.
So who is Destaria? Why would she have access to this knowledge? Because we've been wandering around and no one has had access to this knowledge.
I don't know that she does, but she knows a lot. And She's been with the consortium for longer than I have, and she's a mentor to a lot of people. And if she can go around and incinerate people in broad daylight and put a town in a time loop, surely she knows about things that are much bigger than us.
The consortium does seem to have very sufficient resources, so.
And also,
perhaps-
you know, like, there was some weird stuff. I can't remember right now because I'm really frazzled. But, like, there was some stuff that we discussed ages and ages ago that were like, there was a conversation behind a closed door about Dastaria's whole heart and something to do with that. And I just, there's like a bunch of weird stuff that might connect the two. I don't know.
All I'm saying, B, is if we're going to go to Moldavia, it's at the moment I don't see what else we can actually do. But I'm just saying, is it worth the risk? That's why I'm asking. What are you hoping to achieve?
Well,
You
was
say that
Delgrim making a deal worth the risk? Was all of us diving down to the bottom of the ocean for treasure?
But I'm
only
not
to get...
talking. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this. If you're literally going towards, I'm assuming Moldavia is a central hub for the Vanator and the consortium and all of that. Yes.
Yeah, but my point is that everyone has done this, and so, you know, I'm just the next person in line. You've
Yeah,
all
but-
put yourselves in danger.
I think at this point, Delgrim's going to come up and he'll have gotten all of his stuff together by this stage. He'll come up behind Tiernan and again, just like give him a little pat on the chest. You'll continue to weigh your pros and cons in the dirt if you like, Tiernan. I'm going to follow my heart. B, you're not doing this alone. I will come with you. Gallivahad, you in?
Oh, someone's going to carry the bags, I guess.
I'm not a
yeah.
bag.
No, I meant the bags you're carrying.
Yeah, she actually much lighter than many of bags that we carry.
I could probably carry all of you, to be fair. So I'm happy to come along. Look, I said that I would come and help. If that means going to Moldavia, then I guess we go to Moldavia. So yeah, I'm in.
What else am I gonna do?
Exactly. We'll just go for a little trundle. We'll get to where we need to go, we'll ask questions, we get the thing, we don't get the thing, and then we work out from there what we want to do next.
I'm so glad of your enthusiasm, Tiernan. It's definitely not a liability to have someone not invested in my personal protection to be with me at my back in such dangerous situations.
It's not so much investment, Delgrim. It's more about
That is my
putting your
point!
neck out.
You silly Tiernan! This is a joke I'm trying to make with you!
I'm not laughing, Delgrim.
Have you had a nap today, Tiernan?
I had a rough night.
We just woke up, but we need to get moving. Where is this place, this Moldavia?
So, for those of you who have forgotten, Moldavia is the city you guys first arrived in. When you first
Great.
came here.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Well, we need to go back there anyway because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have to get your weapon.
I got to go back and get my axe, so it...
Aha, the real reason.
Not the real reason. B has a very valid question for us, and we're not going to abandon her in a time of need, are we, Tiernan?
Now that I know that we're going back to where we came from, we did come all this way.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was the same city. My bad.
Was there anything else that we had potentially a lead for anywhere around here that we needed to check out beforehand?
No,
Or
any
we
other
just
lead I
turn
have
back around and
is way out from where we are. So I'm not
Hey.
going to pursue the planes from this point.
Maybe we could at least, like, I don't know, spend the 4 days of travel playing a game or something. We could play 2 truths and a lie. So you like tell 2 truths and then you tell a lie and you have to guess which one's the lie.
I'm very good at game. You're all going to lose very badly.
Also, I rolled a 19 on my insight earlier.
Yeah, Delgrim had a really good sleep. And he's feeling real good. And
He went for a walk.
he's fired up with like a new
Did my breakfast have anything to do with the happiness?
invigoration. No, but him being right about your stupid friend probably did.
Good.
So, anything else before you all head off?
Nope.
Maybe discuss the plan for when we get to Moldova.
We can do that on the way, and a very long journey between here and there.
So, Tiernan?
Considering
I'll
there's
message
a
her. I'll message
considering-
her and just tell her.
considering there's a group of Vanator wandering about, and Ruxy has known exactly the path we've been on, shouldn't we be, I don't know, stay off the road?
Yeah. Yeah, we should.
Delgrim,
And
do you know how to hide tracks and so forth?
Do I know how to hide tracks and so forth? Tiernan, of course I know how to hide tracks and so forth.
Well, I don't know. I only heard about it in stories.
I rolled a 19! If I have to make a fucking nature check for this shit, that's a 24. I'm gonna be covering our tracks.
It'd be survival.
Fuck you. It's also a 24.
yeah. I knew it'd be okay. Yeah.
I will also disguise myself if we see anyone like approaching us or something, just in case. I don't know. That might not do anything, but what I can do is maybe tell the Vanator that I'm going to meet Destaria. They might even. I don't
The
know.
less information your opponents have, the better.
Yeah, so when we get closer to Mardovia, I think what we do is we set like a meeting point and we say that we're going to meet there, but we hide like where we can see that meeting point beforehand and make sure that there's no traps or anything like that.
What if we set a meeting point, but at that meeting point, we give her a note to go to another meeting point. with a
I
key?
love that, Tiernan. That's a great idea. It's like this book I read one time. It's called The Amazing Race. And like basically it's all these people and they work in teams together and they have to like just, go through all these different places and there's clues everywhere. It's really cool. I can lend it to you.
Okay. Do you have it right now?
No.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. I could do the audio version though.
Is that a
I can do
fiction?
different voices. Yeah.
Teams, you'll say.
Okay. So, fucking sideways. What I'm hearing is that you guys are you're going to head back towards Mardovia. You're going to be off the road.
Yeah.
Delgrim, you roll super well, so you'll do fine with like keeping your tracks and stuff like that.
Good.
It will be, like I said, a forced march to be able to get there within time.
Mhm.
What is the plan in regards to all of this messaging? So like when are you planning on doing that? Like, is
I
it
think when we're like on the outskirts-ish.
Yeah.
Like, would be meeting up within the same hour sort of thing.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
And
And then I like Tiernan's plan. We write a note.
Yeah, my idea will be to use a tiny servant to actually hold a note for a very simple note which says something like
Yep.
Destaria, meet, third alley, whatever. I
Kind
don't.
of a terrible thing to call Delgrim.
Wow.
What? Hey, don't worry, Delgrim. You're at least a 4 alley.
I feel like B would also propose that like the next second meeting place is like some sort of speakeasy-esque place that we can like all be sitting there around a table.
In public.
Yeah, where nothing hopefully could happen.
Okay.
Do you
But
know
like-
of any places like that? in
Like
Moldova?
non-crowded public.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
'Cause-
hey, none of this blasting shit, okay?
Yeah. Because it's not like she's put a whole town in a time loop before, so definitely being in a crowd will save us.
Amazing. Okay. The journey back
Yeah,
to
which wait. Can we
Mardovia.
get an idea, hot and cold, like how bad of a plan this is?
Which is
Look,
good, hot or cold.
it's a really hot ice block.
I don't like that at all.
I think it's a good plan.
I'm sure it'll
But
be
what do I
fine.
know? I'm just the DM. You guys spend the next 4 days hoofing it back towards Mardovia. The journey is uneventful. You don't encounter anybody else on the road. Again, you recall coming out this way. This is not a well-traveled part of the land. And you get maybe it's about half a day away from Mardovia, and you're heading through the sort of the farmland that surrounds this large city. So probably not quite within the like you're an hour away, like you're probably sort of 2 or 3 hours away.
Well, the night before, like the last night before we get towards Moldovia.
Yep.
Tiernan's going to bring up how we're going to get through the wall. Didn't they like record us as we went through last time? B?
Yes, and we can just go right on back through.
Okay, they're not going to have our descriptions or anything like that?
Maybe. We won't know until we get to there.
I'm
What?
gonna disguise myself.
Well, how powerful are the Vanator in terms of civic office? Can they like command guards and that sort of stuff?
Let me consult. Yeah. I am feeling like I should nod.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious. B, do you have this fly spell at all?
Fly?
Hmm.
Oh no,
No?
I haven't learned how to fly. Otherwise, I
Okay.
could have gone after Roxy and like.
Okay. I'm just wondering, perhaps we could just try to sneak over the wall at one spot or something. Would that be a better idea rather than going for the gates?
I mean, everything's kind of a gamble at this point, right?
Okay.
I don't know, Tiernan. Unfortunately, I don't really know.
We walked out with no problem last time. I see no issue with walking straight back in. If you
I
think
think,
we have
yeah.
to hide, then we can do that. But I don't think we need to hide ourselves.
I'm gonna disguise myself anyway. I just think like that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, I'm going to have to disguise myself as well because Shardfolk tend to stand out a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not going to disguise myself. I am going to hopefully retrieve my axe either before or after this fightful actual meeting. So
Well, we love some self-confidence.
So traveling. So are you traveling the entire way off road? If so, how off road? Are you going to stay? Like as you get closer, are you going to be on the road? Like again, like I said, like even as you get closer, there's basically nobody heading out in this general direction. The road seems to be very clear, and
feel
there's
like-
certainly no sign of like the Vanator from what you'd seen back in the village.
I would rely on Delgrim in this capacity because
there'd be a bunch of scouting kind of to the road and beyond as well. I guess a little ways. Not burning so much time that we end up taking an extra 2 weeks or whatever to get there.
Yeah.
Just enough that Delgrim can kind of steer us, I guess, in the most useful direction for speed. And
I think similar to what we did with when we went to Riverview.
I think like the way that we came into Mardovia originally was we went with the let's hide in plain sight, and that seemed to go relatively well, except for me being a seagull.
that
but,
went great.
like-
That was a real cool idea, and it went real good.
No, like it went great, but like my point being that was the only thing that wasn't like in plain sight. So
Yeah.
I am still unsure of what you're doing.
we're gonna hide in plain sight. We're gonna walk on through that
we're-
wall with confidence.
Okay, we're going on the road, but a meeting point. Yeah. Okay. Good. Go.
Okay.
That's all right.
Cool. Right. Cool. Okay. Hey.
I'm gonna disguise myself as a human.
Yeah.
When we get to the wall.
Yeah.
Or not when we get to the wall, when we're a safe enough distance.
Mhm.
I am going to look like the most generic human you've ever seen in your life.
I'm
like
going to look,
NPC in Skyrim.
Okay.
I'm going to look like a sexier version of Gallivahad. An even
Not
sexier version.
possible.
Oh, hang on, I've got to roll a
Gallivahad with
d10.
more muscle.
Oh no.
The triangle.
Okay, hold on. I'm rolling a d10 also.
The fucking wedge, yeah.
Tiernan, you have never looked this sexy in your life. I just got a 10.
Ah!
B's feeling very confused right now.
Ah.
Okay,
I'm not going to look
break.
exactly like Gallivahad, but similar stature.
let's go to break and see how your plan plays out on the other side.
Marvelous.
It'll be fine. It'll be great. Hey, thanks everyone for hanging out with us. We'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll see what happens.
Thanks for the heckin' raid.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, thanks for the raiders. Woo!
In the land of Peldorn, where the echoes call, through the ruins deep, through the rise and fall, radiant shadows dreaming of the dawn, that which shines will blind us all. Tiernan crafts with shard and steel, searching for the lost. Blinky flies beside him, a faithful friend at any cost. Miera weaves the storm and flame, magic wild, chaos untamed. Power churning, bright yet dire, she walks the edge of fate and fire. Radiant shadows, dancing in the night, guided by the stars, taking up the fight. Through the darkest valleys, to the highest peaks, standing by each other as the darkness speaks. Delgrim stalks where the wild things cry, a sharpened blade, a hunter's eye. Stranger to stars in the light of day, he hunts for the means to fell his prey. Grumpfel draws on death's domain, a good life's rest well earned, with Cometeon's blessing, sharing the lessons learned. Bee's mind is a map of endless lore, a wizard's gaze at the arcane door. Her blood runs thick with a trauma past, she weave her spell as the clock turns back. Radiant shadows, dancing in the night, guided by the stars, taking up the fight. Through the darkest valleys, to the highest peaks, standing by each other as the darkness speaks. Blinding gold and shattered crowns, lies that weigh and pull us down. A light too bright, a fate too tall, that which shines will blind us all. Radiant shadows, dancing in the night, guided by the stars, taking up the fight. Through the darkest valleys, to the highest peaks, together they will stand as the darkness speaks. In the land of Peldorn, their epic tale is spun, a story still unfolding, a battle not yet won. Radiant shadows, dancing in the night, guided by the stars, taking up the fight. Radiant shadows, can you hear the call? That which shines will blind us all.
What's a
Will you
D&D?
What? We're playing D&D?
Hamsicle.
What is that?
Don't eat too much, otherwise your poop will be red. Just saying.
And twisty.
Yeah. Yeah.
It comes out like a...
That's how licorice is made.
It's like a Mr. Whippy machine.
Oh.
Hi, and welcome to Radiant Shadows. Your everything you wanted to know about Twirly Poop D&D game. I don't know. Hey, thank you for spending your time with us. Please don't leave us. We appreciate you, and we hope you're having fun.
Except for
and
you.
They're having fun. Not you, the one behind you.
You know who you are.
No, it's the other one. Yeah. No. Yeah. Cool. No.
Is it me? Shall I just leave?
Is it me? Am I the problem?
This whole fucking group is the problem. Jesus, motherfucking Christ.
Here's the story about
Yeah.
Brady.
Oh,
So-
who's Mrs. Brady?
Oh, my
Ham.
fucking God.
Ham's Mrs. Brady.
Unky Brady.
Not it.
It's your campaign, guy. Take control.
John, you're Cindy.
I
No.
like it when others take control. No. All right.
You
You are
Marsha.
about half a day out from Mardovia.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the city walls way off in the distance. As you are making your way down the road, almost out of nowhere, this man appears. Just sort of like drags himself up out of the fields, like it's taller, overgrown fields. Not like dragging himself, but he's wearing these tattered, dirty, filthy rags, bare feet. He's got this cloak which is all ratty.
Oh, so like
and
Delgrim.
torn. Kind of. Ironically enough, he is also actually wearing a large straw hat, except like half of it's kind of battered and twisted and missing. He looks like he's in about his mid to late 40s, quite thick around the middle. Very small black eyes, and he kind of gives you all a bit of a smile, and you can see he's missing a number of teeth and he's got pockmarked skin. Wanders like straight up to the group, almost sort of half limping as if he's been sitting in one place too long.
Oh, look, it's Abrasol.
Looks, sort of examines the entire group.
Can we help you?
He just hoiks up the biggest lurgy and just spits it onto the road.
I'm
Reaches,
gonna cast Prestidigitation on it to make it go away.
reaches into his back pocket and pulls out what appears to be like a small silver cylinder. Looks around the group. You. And he points at you, B. And just holds it out.
I as I take it, cast Prestidigitation on it.
Yeah, sure. It's already remarkably clean. And you instantly recognize what this is. This is a small silver scroll case, the type of which Dastaria would send private messages around in. He just hands it to you and then just folds his arms.
I don't know why I coughed then, sorry. I went to say something and then couldn't breathe. Can I, is there anything obviously, not aside from the loogies and all of that sort of shit, is there anything off about this person? Feels like that maybe this is a disguise or like some sort of fucking spy or something.
Make an insight check.
Cool.
As you
Gallivahad's
guys all
gonna
kind of look
have
at,
his maul out too.
Yeah.
He's just gonna hold his maul.
yeah, like the guy just like scratches his stomach. Yeah.
Tiernan's going to flip him a silver coin.
Silver, I was going to give him 2 copper, you idiot.
You flip him the silver, and he
Good. 23.
you flip him the silver, and with remarkable dexterity, he just catches it, and it vanishes into these filthy rags. He just looks like a dirty, grimy, gross individual from what you can see. There's nothing about him that would give you any kind of other kind of vibe check or anything like that. What'd you get again? Was it
23.
23? Yeah. Okay.
Cool, like you've delivered this now. I don't feel like you have to stand here and watch me open it.
Oh.
You've also been paid, which I don't think that's part of it, but hey, good for you.
Just stands there, just looking at you guys.
Perhaps message you have received be actually requires reply.
Oh, it's gonna be some checkboxes or something, and she'll like open.
Or it'll
the silver.
automatically cast, and then it just takes a step back.
Inside it is a single piece of parchment, which you remove and unroll. There's 2 things that you notice about this, B.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, definitively Dastaria's handwriting. You have seen
Excellent.
this numerous times. Secondly, it is not nearly as neat and perfect as her handwriting would be. It looks very rushed. And I have just sent you what it says.
Cool. Whoa, it's long. Would you like me to read this?
That is up to you whether or not you want to just read it in front of the party.
I think B would, because like the entire like little thing that she said earlier 4 days ago, is that, you know, she feels bad for not blah blah blah. Sorry,
The dude's
Pro,
now
did you wanna
scratching
say?
his butt as he's just standing there waiting for you guys.
Should you be reading it out loud in front of this guy?
Let's go over to this side of road. Friendly delivery neighbor, if you perhaps just wait there, we're going to look at this message and we'll come back. Cover your mouth when you do that. It's only very rude.
I like cast prestidigitation on this gentleman as well.
And look, there's a lot of filth vanishes, but it doesn't help that the rags and stuff are.
Yeah, but they're at
Simply
least
rags.
clean now.
They're clean
you know?
rags now. And he kind of looks down and.
I will usher everyone in to like a little huddle, because this guy doesn't need to know my business.
What does it say, V?
I'm gonna stand with my back to you, but I'm still listening. I just
You're
want
like
to keep an
leaning
eye
down.
on. I just want to keep an eye on
Old mate.
the dude, the grubby guy.
Cool. Not pro. Fuck. Ham, could I please get the pronunciation of is it Errion?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, great. So it says, I'm not reading it in B's voice because I have astigmatism and it's difficult for me to read out loud anyway.
Emily,
It's so fine. It's so fine. Let's do it. Let's face our fears on stream. It'll be fine. Beatrix, firstly, Errion knows about you and your companions. Cool. His forces will be on the lookout for you at all the main entrances to the city. Excellent. Follow the instructions of the holder of this note. No, V actually says that out loud. To gain access, and do not ask questions. They can get you in safely and even assist in finding sea passage if required. Secondly, by the time you get this, I will have been arrested. If I'm lucky, I may even be dead. Considering what Errion will do to me. And, like, B is very confused as reading this part. To get all the information he can, Errion does not suffer traitors, and this will be his excuse to deal with me and take over the consortium. I do not know what you're involved in, Beatrix, but you are meddling with powers well beyond you. Errion is a madman and will stop at nothing to lay his hands on what he is seeking, and that will spell disaster for the Empire and beyond. Yay! There is little I can do to help you beyond what I've already offered. Once imprisoned, all access to my powers will be cut off, and Errion has already rooted out many of my allies here in the city and beyond. Those who would be of aid know not to trust anyone but myself. Flee, Beatrix. Return to wherever your family is now, and make the most of your life. Perhaps we shall meet in the halls of Comateon, Dastaria. Ugh!
Well, that was a short meeting.
I don't like this.
Which part of it is not to like? The hostile takeover of city that we have to go through to get anywhere? Or your mentor being thrown in prison for apparently being traitor, even though she quite clearly done some very bad things for the Empire in past?
Yeah, that pretty much sums it all up.
Or a possibility that Roxy is actually agent of this Errion and not of this Daria after all.
Which kind of makes sense, to be honest. We're not going back to my family. That's silly. I mean, at least we have safe passage, but like, we're not fleeing, right? We can't just flee.
Where would we flee to?
I don't know. I mean, the other thing we can do is try and speak to this Errion and see how that goes, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That sounds like a trap. Like if you go to speak to the very person who seems to be, one, we're supposed to apparently kill, or two, is now imprisoning the very person you were intending to talk to.
If he's imprisoning her, though, like, won't he want to know things about her and the things she's done and, like, the powers and stuff? And I could just tell her about him about Brazov. The village that she, like, time looped. I could be like, ooh, I have this clever information about her.
Or he could capture you and torture you to get the same information out of you while you're there.
You're right.
Well, we could also try and bust her out of prison.
Maybe I could try and message her and see if she's actually dead.
Didn't she say not to message you?
Oh, she did last time, like the very first time, but I messaged her since then anyway.
And then she got imprisoned. Can they track those messages?
Hamish, can they track those messages?
Not as far as you're aware.
Well, not as far as I know of.
So this Errion knows our location or our passage.
Not what our new friend here for, though, to smuggle us back
Well,
into
not our
city.
location. He just knows about me and all of you. And they're on the lookout at the main entrances to the city. They don't know our exact location. And also this...
I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, think of it for a sec. We go to see an individual that Errion clearly has had under watch, because that's how he's found out. Now, Roxy has been with us, so everything we learnt, Errion will now know. That includes... Maybe. Well, not maybe, it's...
We don't know for sure
definitive.
she's working with him. That's not a sure thing yet.
I'm about 90% confident she is. Who else would be who else would be the representative of those Venator that literally met us there or tried to come in?
I don't know. I don't have all the answers.
Well, we'll play on probability. It's highly likely they were Errion's forces who thought they potentially had a lead on I can never pronounce her name. Raluca?
Raluca?
Raluca. You got some very complicated names, Hamish.
The Lonely Witch.
He was clearly keeping an eye on her because he wants the information she has. He believes we have a line on the information.
You do.
And that means we are now a target of interest. So he goes through and starts looking at every single contact that we potentially have in the Empire, which would be Dystaria for you, because we're foreigners. So that kind of makes sense that all the information came from Roxy.
What would you like to do, B? And if this Errion does capture us, Tiernan, you make a really good point. We have valuable information. We simply tell them that Lord Istleway has Solara in his house as guest. If Errion wants information on the Solara, let them go to Istleway to get it. And we simply slip away into the night after either rescuing Dystaria or torturing her to find out what she knows or whatever you're comfortable with.
Unless Errion is working with Lord Istleway.
This is a possibility of which I did not think.
That was the impression I had, that those two were working together against Raluca. Although the only thing that wouldn't make any sense is, why would Lord Istleway send us up?
There is absolutely no way for us to know the answer to this question, Tim.
Yeah, okay. I'm just hypothesizing. But how hard would it be to break Dystaria out of prison?
Never been in prison.
Delgrim will go to their new friend, the coffee guy. You'll have been tasked to sneak us into city, yes? I take it you understand that this could be very dangerous for you.
Sure, okay.
Why would you take such danger into your own hands?
Paid well.
By who?
It's not up to me to say. My job's to get you into the city. Got contacts in there, and you can ask them all these kinds of questions.
That seems like a good idea. These contacts, would they be able to help us perhaps put together some kind of way to, as you sneak us into city, to sneak a friend of ours out of prison?
Maybe, I don't know. Depends on where they're being held. I mean, if it's in the actual jails, maybe. Well, you have to talk to them. My job's just to get you into the city.
I think he's just a messenger, Delgrim.
The man has contacts. This is useful. Yes?
Okay, well, we can't really go back we're going, so I guess we speak with these people and see what our options are. B, that sound like a good enough idea?
Yeah.
I knew we couldn't walk through the gate.
All right, Eric Spectre and friend, let us go. It's so strange how you cough silently every time. It's quite unnerving.
It's a skill.
Yeah. It turns around and goes back off the side of the road and returns dragging this large satchel and starts pulling out these truly filthy clothes and just starts like throwing them at you guys.
I have instant regret.
Delgrim puts a hand on Bees immediately, assuming that she's going to cast Prestidigitation and try and clean these rags.
She actually won. She actually won.
Excellent. Let us get on our new threads. Oh, look, this one is actually only just threads. Who wants this?
Gallivahad.
Gallivahad will reach for that one.
Good. Suit up.
So you put on these truly heinous rags that this individual has handed out. They all smell of things that you would rather they didn't. Rotting food, cat piss, all sorts of truly nasty smells. It is terrible and gross, but as you sort of look around the group, there's assortments of hats and old cloaks. You can see that wearing this stuff, you just look like a bunch of absolute vagrants and vagabonds. You watch as he gets down on his hands and knees in the mud and gets some on his hands and starts rubbing it on his face where the prestidigitation from B had took off a whole bunch and sort of starts wiping it down on the clothes to grime himself up. Right. Come on, you lot.
Tiernan copies him.
And he just turns, doesn't follow the road, he just heads off across the fields.
Now that'll start following.
Oh yeah.
Tiernan hides Blinky in his bags too. Or gives himself like a little a hunch.
Yeah. Classy. Cool. Excellent.
Good touch.
You guys go for a couple of hours, and you can see that this individual is making towards the edge of the city, heading towards where the coastline is, right where the sort of the wall finishes on the very edge of the bay. You're probably, I don't know, a half an hour away from the edge of the wall, and he stops and crouches down and just kind of gestures for all of you to crouch down in the long grass. And you can see up ahead there appears to be like a couple of guards patrolling along the edge of the wall. And he sort of just looks back at you lot. Just eyebrows raised slightly.
What? You want me to shoot one of them?
Must not be very confident in your disguise if you're worried about two little guards seeing us.
Can't be too careful around here. Just shooting. I don't know what you're talking about, because you can see kind of looks at you for like obviously like looking for like a crossbow or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes, just wait here for a tick. And you watch as he gets low, groaning as he does so. And then moves forward into this long grass and effectively vanishes. You watch for another couple of minutes and you can see the guards. Suddenly both of them just drop to the ground. They just vanish. And then 5 minutes later, this individual just sort of appears through the long grass again.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Come on. He just
Are
turns
you
and
dead?
starts to lead you back towards where you guys were originally heading.
Okay. Is this in vaguely the same direction as the guards fell?
Vaguely, yeah. You would probably be able to get pretty close to where the bodies...
Perfect. Because you know one thing I have not done in this fucking campaign?
Yeah?
I've not looted a single fucking
Look
body.
that buddy.
So I am gonna
That's because
loot
they always
both.
run away.
I am gonna loot both of those fucking guards as presumably corpses.
We
So
don't
this
have
is-
the time, Delgrim.
This is like the AA games where you can't loot anybody at all unless it's got... Oh no, I am kidding. You get to where the bodies are, and you can see they've been dragged sort of into some deeper grass.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, you can see throats very cleanly cut. They're wearing breastplate armor. Both of them had long swords and light crossbows with a small quiver of quarrels as well. On their persons, as you go through them, you'd be able to find a total of 3 gold pieces and 12 copper pieces. One of them has got a small note, which is in a satchel that's in a bag that's got like a piece of crusty bread with some cheese on it. And the note's been folded up inside the bag.
Ooh, cheese.
Look, Delgrim will take the note. He's gonna regret this later.
Yep, you will.
You will.
Don't read it.
Don't do
read
it.
it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't
Dear
tell us.
Mum and Dad.
Yeah, it's gonna be a picture of his child's drawn him. Daddy at work.
He'll take a glance at the note.
I can't wait until you come home tonight so we can read stories together.
Delgrim's going to glance at the note to determine if it's words that, I don't know, some kind of person who controls this campaign might need time to come up with, or if it's something simpler than that can be described in a relative short amount of time.
It's a very simple note.
Okay.
It just says, "Love you lots, Sally," and there's a
Good.
couple little kisses on it.
Do you think the wine run out?
Fuck you.
We're totally meeting Sally later.
Delgrim will pop the note back into this guard's little shirt, I guess. Yeah, good, cool, and then rejoin the party.
Does Delgrim gain that accent when he says that? Yeah, good, cool.
Yeah, good, cool. No, that was me from Ethian. Yeah, good, cooling.
Cool.
How terrible people we are.
We
We
didn't
didn't do it.
You're right.
So
In
this,
fact, Tiernan doesn't even know if they've been offed. He thought they just knocked out.
this individual leads you another sort of 10 minutes right up to the wall. At this stage, that you can hear that the sounds of the ocean are quite loud. You can hear it crashing up against the rocks. And you at this stage are almost clambering over rocks to where the wall is, and you can see that there are a couple of obvious, smaller pipes sticking out of the walls with water, probably sewage, coming out of it. And he takes you up to a large wrought iron sort of like access hatch in the side of the wall. Very, very obvious. This is an external entrance, into the sewers or something of that nature. There's no lock. There's nothing on it which indicates any way of actually being able to open it in any capacity whatsoever. But he goes up to the wall, and you can sort of see him examining a few things, and then he reaches out and pushes a stone. And then he pushes another stone, and you can hear a number of grinding clicks, the whirls of gears, and there is the sound of something unlocking as this grate, which is probably only about 5 feet high and sort of in diameter, swings open ever so slightly.
If I can, Ham, B would like to watch the stones that he presses, just in case there becomes an instance where he gets killed and we gotta figure out how to get the fuck out. So, we'll watch very closely.
No, totally cool. He turns to you and goes, "Right, you guys, you head in there. These are the instructions. Write it down. Listen, this is the end of my part of the job here. Do you want to wait while you write them down? Do you want to just remember what they are?"
Can't we just take them?
No, my job finishes here. This is the end of the road for me.
I think instructions are in his head.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what's the
Well-
instructions?
Well, wait, how much would it cost for you to just take us there? Then introduce you to our contacts. Your contacts.
Oh no, they'll be expecting you. Like, my part of the job is to get you to here.
Well, how much
Okay.
would it cost to take us further?
Make a persuasion roll.
Battering her eyelashes.
And also battering his eyelashes, he'll point out. You seem very capable with a knife on those two guards. You're very
He
competent.
killed them?
Maybe. It would be very useful to have such good hands at our side.
With my 16 plus 6 for a 22, what does that get me? Plus, Delgrim's like helping out too. Gallivahad, quick, flex your muscles.
Show a little bit of leg.
Yeah. He says, yeah, roll again, but it's disadvantage now. No.
No.
No, I'm joking. He says, 10 gold. I'll take you all the way in.
Oh, I only have 5.
Well, maybe the rest of your friends can
I can
throw some coin in.
I can provide other 5.
I like elbow Delgrim. I'm trying to bargain.
Well, it was lovely meeting you. What were the instructions again?
There's no time to bargain right now, V. 10 gold it is.
We never tried before. Okay. 10 gold. Shoves 10 gold into his hand.
Wait, you had 10 gold whole time? It was actual life?
Yes.
Incredible.
He takes the gold and it vanishes into the rags that he's wearing. He righto, follow me. And he slips through the gate. Great, I should say. Yeah.
Perhaps it's best when we meet your contact if you remain in shadows, so they, just in case they take issue with you coming further than you were paid to. I like you. Excellent.
He's like, I don't swing that way.
He waits until you're all through and then pulls the grate closed behind. And then just makes his way off into these truly filthy sewer tunnels. He leads you through what feels like a little bit of a maze. Various junctions, having to go up and down ladders to change levels, wading through water that you sure as hell hope doesn't have half of the stuff that it smells like it probably does in it. And then it stops.
Can I also, Ham, just
Yeah.
before you describe our inevitable deaths,
Wow.
I would like to... B is still real sus on this scenario. Like, I would like to keep an eye out for any inkling that we are walking into a fucking trap right now.
Yep. Anyone who wants to be keeping an eye out, you are more than welcome to make a perception check.
Excellent.
If you want to
Don't
be
fuck with
actively
me.
trying to keep an eye out for stuff.
I think in what is assumed to be a hostile environment, then yeah, Delgrim would be as well.
Yep.
21.
Whoa, 19.
19.
5.
Classic Tiernan. What was Gallivahad?
10.
10? Okay.
Oh, not
Just
19.
like
Also,
What
not 19,
Gallivahad
but
looks like, a 10.
17
Out of 20.
it was for me, not 19. I counted
Okay.
wrong.
Okay.
Don't cry, Gallivahad, you're so sexy.
Just
Fuck!
concentrating on the pieces of stuff that are floating through the water.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid them.
All the way through, every now and then you hear, like, off in the distance, echoes of indistinguishable noises. It's hard to tell whether it's person, a thing, what it might be, but nothing at any stage presents any kind of risk towards you. until finally you stop, and he turns to the wall and sort of looks around a few times and goes, right, okay. He reaches out and you can see he presses on this one brick which appears to be slightly red, quite easy to miss, but as you kind of look at it, you can see this singular red brick that he presses on. And beside it, two of the other bricks actually slide in and across, leaving a small hole in the wall of which he puts his hand into, and you can see he appears to be twisting some kind of lever inside. And you can hear again the clicking and the grinding of gears, machinery going on. There seems to be a definitive combination to what he's doing. And then the secret door, which originally just looked like bricks, a part of this wall, just clicks and swings inward silently.
So glad we brought you along. We argued for hours about whether or not to put our hand into hole.
The construction of this door is amazing.
It's not bad.
You
Anyway.
didn't even hear it open.
Yeah, well, it's the whole idea, right? Anyway, this is legitimately it for me. Head in there, corridor will go about 20 feet, hang a left, right.
Hang
Oh
on.
no,
whoa,
the
whoa,
deal
whoa,
was
whoa.
to
Left.
take us.
No. Just,
Was it left, right?
it literally, there is only one way it goes. It goes in, it goes right. There's a room in there, there's some supplies, there's some beds. Basically, you wait in there until someone comes and gets you.
Okay.
Who's coming to get us?
Your contact will come and get you.
Which one? Who?
You'll know. Seriously.
Compartmentalization, B.
Anyway,
Okay.
in you go.
I'm not sure at what 10 gold, but thank you for your service.
Some good.
Stay safe.
You too.
Well, now I can hear it. That sounds really bad. You should get checked out.
Yeah, fine.
Tina's just going to wander on through. See what's in the next room.
Delgrim will look to Grumpfel like, hey, do you want to try and help this guy's lungs out, maybe?
Grumpfel makes some motions, does some stuff,
Okay.
says some prayers.
Cool.
Yeah.
And he's healed and fine.
And he's healed, and he's fun, he's immaculate.
I thought so.
It's not the first time he would have helped a rapscallion
This is
on
Yeah,
the
true.
streets.
yeah.
That's right.
All right, he is literally standing there waiting for you guys to go.
Oh
in.
yeah, I'm going.
Tinan's already gone.
Cool. As the last of you goes through, you hear the door swing closed behind you. Chunk. There's a couple of small sconces on the wall with torches that are just flickering a little bit. And as you go down, it goes into a room that's about sort of 60 by 60 feet. So it's fairly decent sized. And you can see a number of straw mattresses on the ground. The walls are slick with water that's just leaking through the bricks. It is not very pleasant in here. You can see there's maybe half a dozen chamber pots in here for people who are wanting to utilize them. And a small table. There's no doors. There is nothing that you can see out of this room apart from where you've just come in. There are, however, 3 individuals in this room. 2 of them are sitting at the table, and one of them is leaning up against the wall. The first 2 are it's very obvious that they are both fire genasi. The first one stands as you guys enter and is about 6'8". It's got deep red skin with a shaved head and you can see the slightest glowing red kind of cracks running through it. He's wearing black leather armor under these sort of cream-coloured robes, which are a bit filthy now, which are cinched around the waist. And he's got two short swords sort of thrust through the sash. The thing that's unusual about them is the blades on the short swords both appear to be made of glass. The other Fire Genasi is also fairly tall, though not nearly that. They're just over 6'8". Charcoal-coloured skin with what appears to be almost like small embers dancing just below the surface. And they've got this deep red, closely cropped hair. Dressed in very, very similar fashion, and they're carrying a long staff, which also appears to be made of glass. The last individual, propped up against a wall, smoking what is a truly disgusting smelling pipe, is a halfling. Chubby, unruly dark curly hair and a bulbous nose, thick bushy eyebrows. You can see they're wearing a purple waistcoat over a stained tunic and just regular breeches. And there's a number of pouches hanging off their belt. All of them, upon seeing you enter, sort of give you a once over. The two Fire Genasi hands travel sort of subconsciously to their weapons initially.
Delgrim will put his up, open palm.
And then away. But don't say anything.
Tiernan immediately starts throwing off the dirty clothes. Oh, worn that long enough.
The halfling blows a small smoke ring, which wafts across the room and goes, "Welcome, friends. See, we've got some more visitors here for, I don't know, for whatever it is that you're doing here. It's probably none of my business anyway. The name's Castigan Threadwhistle. How you going?
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Pick a bed. As you can see, we've got the finest assortment of selections here. It's actually really shit. But anyway, I guess it's better than a kick in the balls, right?
It looks like, yeah. Just passing through, I take it?
Me? Yeah, look, you know, I'm down here for probably the same reason that the rest of you are.
What is it you suppose that reason to be?
Well, I mean, you've all got business with the Miera.
Delgrim's going to look over at B at that point to see if she recognizes the Miera.
Do I?
Beatrix, can you please make for me a history roll?
I don't like how you said that.
Sorry, make a history roll for me.
Much better. That's how Tiernan should be talking, who, as rightly pointed out by Cup of Tea Fling, has currently stripped down to the very least the waist.
No, he just threw the clothes which were over the top of him.
Oh, you put the rags over the top of your normal clothes, so your normal clothes now stink like all of the crap that was on the rags. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because we have a person in our party who can clean them with the click of her fingers.
Yeah, that's fair. She might be busy.
Yeah, but B's also been told off for doing it.
Just saying.
Told not to.
Saying it would have been hotter if Tiernan had stripped down, but that's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, I rolled a 15.
Delgrim strips down while that 15 is rolled.
Okay. Oh, excellent.
Oh my gosh, we're all getting
Gallivahad's been naked this whole time.
Yeah.
B's just standing there like...
Yeah. Gallivahad, why have you got 3 legs? What did you get, a 15?
Yeah, not great.
No, I mean, this is Mardovia is a long way away from where you were originally from, and the Miera means nothing to you.
Yes, we're here to see the Miera. Very unconvincingly.
I take it we have to thank for very helpfully finding our way into a city.
Yeah. Look, they're pretty good at that kind of thing. Finding your way into the city, smuggling goods, helping people out in fashions which maybe are less legally inclined,
Breaking friends out of prison.
breaking friends. Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
So you're here to see the Miera as well?
Yeah. And
you didn't arrange for us to see the Miera?
No. I don't even know who you are.
Well, I don't know who you are either, really.
Well, I just said
He just introduced himself.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
This is Gallivahad. Gallivahad does not always pay attention to all tiny little details. But in Gallivahad's defense, neither do I, little man.
Right. Little man's kind of insulting. I mean, I get I'm a halfling, but still, just,
So why are you here to see the Miera?
It's none of your business.
Okay.
Generally, it's kind of an unwritten rule. Like, you kind of don't just come in here and ask about that.
Is it like a queue system? Do we take a number? Who gets seen first?
I have got absolutely no fucking idea.
Okay.
How long have you been here?
I've been here, I think this is about the second day.
Ugh. Okay.
Well, I guess I'm going to pick a bed.
Are you all together?
With those? No. They're here for something else. I don't know what. And you see, like, the two fire genasi again are just like eyeballing you guys, absolutely sizing you up.
And so, how long have you been here?
Who are you asking that?
Any one of the fire genasi in front of me, because they haven't given us names.
Yeah. The very, very tall one.
I prefer to speak to the hot one.
Eyes you up and down, Gally, and says, we've been here for approximately 4 hours at this stage.
Tiernan,
so
these two seem like they would get along very well with you.
Why?
No reason.
B, can I get some of your cleaning magic, please?
Bees, cleaning magic.
Yeah, sure. And I'll cast Prestidigitation on both you and whichever bed you've picked.
Okay. That one.
Good. Boop.
Does it make that sound?
That's the, well, I believe it's verbal somatic, so I guess so now.
Good.
Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah. Swap beats.
Incredible. Well,
that's not sanitary.
I've heard about a very fun game from a friend of mine called Two Truths and a Lie. Who is up for this game? While we wait for our hosts.
Yeah, everyone in the room should play. And I point at, like, the fire genasi and the halfling.
Both of the fire genasi give you a bit of a kind of a filthy look. And the one who spoke last time and said, I think we'll pass. This isn't really the kind of environment where one comes along and shares a lot about themselves.
Well, the good news is that you don't have to share really much at all. Just 2 things.
2 truths and 1 lie. Yes. I'd prefer not
The
to...
truth could be I've eaten cheese before.
Which is a wonderful thing, but I'm not really here to play games. I've got important business that hopefully can be attended to. Well, I mean, that's my business, isn't it?
You don't like fun.
So he's like, I mean, that's not entirely true. I do like fun, but...
Prove it.
Sorry, you're here in the sewers, waiting upon your time to talk to the mirror, and you want to play games. This isn't a tavern. This isn't some local speakeasy or...
Well, guess what? It's the best you're gonna fucking get. Sorry. So, how about you just join in?
No, thank you.
Boring.
In case it goes, oh look, I'm down with a little bit of fun.
I thought you might be.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so what? 2 truths and 1 lie. Cool. Like, how in depth do we have to get with this?
As much as you want.
B, you told me about this game. Perhaps you should start.
Oh, Okay, sure. Yeah, I really thought about this beforehand. So how? Here, hold on. I don't want to go first.
No, I think. Look, I don't know who this Duragar fella is because none of you guys have introduced yourselves. But look, I think that
We have.
I mean, apart from you, Tiernan, which was nice, but I think that it seems fair that it's your game, Miss. So why don't you tell us how to play it?
You just said my name out loud. It's B.
B. Oh, sorry, B. So B, you go first. You show us how it's done. Tell us
Cool.
2 truths about you.
I've never actually played it. I've just watched people play.
Then, okay. Also, how do I know if it's a truth? Because you could just be lying. We're all kind of lying down here, probably.
Well, I mean, but that's boring.
It has to be honor system, right? Or I could provide circumstances under which only truth could be told, if anyone has suspicions.
Okay. I've never eaten a capsicum.
Okay, I'm assuming there's 3 things you got to say because it's 2 truths and 1 lie.
Sorry,
right?
I saw everyone staring at me in the Zoom, and I got so overwhelmed.
Hey, you're the one who brought this up.
It's fine. Oh God. I used to get picked on in school. And I have a sibling you haven't met.
Well, look, I'm just to make a point here. I don't know who you are from a bar.
That was deliberate, just so you're aware.
To me, how can that be? Like, that has to be. I don't understand. I'm very confused with how you're trying to play.
Okay, hold on, wait. Let's go again. I just need to. Okay.
I'm not playing, by the way. It's not.
I was named after the bee animal. That's the 3rd thing. Get rid of the sibling thing.
The bee animal, or do you
Like
mean
an animal, like a bee.
You mean the insect, the bee?
Like buzz.
Yeah, I don't think it's called an animal technically. I think that's known as an insect.
Well, it is creature, animal, similar meaning, basically same category of thing.
Well, no, look, I think technically. Anyway, look, let's not get into the details of this.
Which one's the lie?
Surely you mean the details.
Make a performance check for the Delgrim.
I rolled a 12, making that a 13.
Only Grumpfel is laughing.
One of the two fire genasi lets out an almost inadvertent sort of snort of mirth.
Good, got him.
And Castigan kind of gives us a bit of a stagger. He's just like, yeah, okay, that was kind of funny. What was your name again?
That can wait until it's my turn for 2 truths and 1 lie. For now, it's Beast's turn. We'll listen. Is there a point?
Now you have to guess what the lie is.
You've never eaten a capsicum. That's my
what you
guess.
think the lie is? Okay.
Yeah.
I think you have eaten capsicum and you didn't like it. What will
That's
other
not how you
things?
play.
I think you have eaten a capsicum before.
That's great. You're guessing the truths. You need to guess the lie.
Well,
No, I think that's a lie. You
Well,
said
the
you
ghost-
haven't
that-
eaten one. I'm saying that's a
Oh,
lie.
right. Yeah, sorry.
Me and the Seder are on the same page. You've obviously never eaten a capsicum. And your Duragar friend here obviously...
No.
Delgrim, what's the lie?
Don't lump me in with you.
Well, we said the same thing, though.
We've all agreed. We all think that you have eaten capsicum before.
Yeah, I have.
Knew it. Wait, you named for tiny little insect bee?
Oh, no, I fucked up the game. Sorry.
What do you mean?
I wasn't named after a bee.
There is 2 lies and 1 truth.
I know. I just said I screwed it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, look,
Mine are all going to be lies.
I'm going to leave you guys to this game because it seems...
I don't think I want to play this game at all
Yeah,
anymore.
Sorry,
It's-
you all looked at me and I got really nervous.
Well, look, it's fine. I mean, there's nothing to be nervous of down here. I mean, apart from, unless you piss people off, in which case you probably won't get out of here alive. But I mean, that'll be fine. Anyway,
Cool.
I might just go and have a nap. It's nice to meet you, B. It's nice to meet you, Tiernan. The other two, yep. Nice to meet you,
Delgrim.
Delgrim. Nice to meet you, Delgrim, and Chesty man over there.
That'll do. Thank you.
Cool, great, excellent. Right, I'm gonna go and have a nap. And he heads over to one of the piles of straw, and kind of just curls up on his side, whilst the two Genasi just sit at the table.
And John, did you say Tiernan's like already grabbed a bed, like
Yeah.
already in the process of napping, or?
Oh, he literally got the bed clean and sat on it and just leaning up against the headboard. He would have picked the bed where he could actually view the entire room if he could, because he doesn't trust anybody in this room. Party excluding, of course.
Yep, easy enough. You all sit down and wait. And time takes by painfully slowly in this uncomfortable, damp, smelly room.
Delgrim looks to be again at the slow progression of time.
Yeah.
It's like
I can't make it go faster.
You can see that Castigan appears to just be napping. The two Genasi sort of position themselves on the opposite side of the room at the table, and you can see that they're talking and trying to talk in very low voices so that they can't be heard for the most part.
I would like to approach them. And I don't have any cool, like, fun drinks to offer them, but I have my water skin. So I'm gonna walk over and I'm going to stand there and say, hey, maybe we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Beatrix. Hi. Wanna pass the time?
They, as you get closer, you can see one of them kind of pegs you, and they stop talking. Yeah, fuck off. It's one way to pass the time.
Good. Good. This is going well for everyone.
One way to make friends.
Saz, let me know if you want me to smack him. I'll do it. The cats are actually actively frightened, by the way. Like, they have no idea what's going on.
it is definitely one way to pass the time.
I quietly choked to death over here.
As you were.
Cool. My name's Beatrix. What's your names?
As they see you coming over, they both stop talking, and just watch as you approach. The really tall one, actually stands up and bows to you.
I will bow back or
and-
curtsy back.
And says, "My name is Lahab Tor." And the other one does the same, stands up and introduces himself. He says, "My name is Pyazal."
They're lovely names.
Thank you. There is a spare seat at this table if you wish to join us.
I will sit at the table. I'm not going to ask you guys to, like, share anything deep and meaningful or anything. I just thought, I don't know, maybe since we're all stuck down here, maybe some fresh conversation could help us pass the time.
Lahab, the tall one, says, "My understanding of this arrangement with the mirror is that they discourage conversation across individuals who have come to seek their service.
Oh.
So I'm not trying to be rude at all, Beatrix, but did you say Beatrix or B? I can't remember if you introduced.
I think I said Beatrix.
So I'm not trying to be rude, Beatrix, but I would maybe discourage too much conversation.
Well, maybe, we take what... I assume that the reason they would say something like that is so that we don't, share trade secrets or anything like that. So why don't we just keep business out of it entirely? We can just talk about other stuff.
Make a persuasion roll.
Sure. What's my persuasion modifier?
I think it's best
6.
Delgrim not try and help with this one.
15.
15. An interesting offer, but I think the business that we seek is of the most critical nature, and I would be disinclined to do anything that would put that at risk or put the mirror offside in any capacity.
Okay, I get it. Kinda.
I appreciate your
That's not to
understanding, Beatrix.
dismiss it. That's just like, yeah, look, I don't know what you're dealing with, so who am I to judge?
And that's just it. We're all here for our reasons, whatever those reasons may or may not be. But whatever it is, I hope that you and your companions, friends,
Yeah.
are able to acquire or get what it is that they need.
Me too.
And he gives you a smile, like it's a friendly smile. Like he doesn't seem shady or anything of that nature. He seems very sort of genuine about the whole interaction.
Are they wearing like similar clothing to us? Like they've been snuck in and they're in rags?
No, they're not.
Is there any like insignia or like anything like that I can attempt to identify?
Ooh. Make a perception check for me.
Sure, this will be fine. Fuck, you picked out the lightest dice, Promethean. Perception,
Battle.
you say. 14 plus 9, surely.
Fucking rogues. 14 plus 9.
Rogue wizard, how dare you? Or actually, wizard rogue, how dare you?
Okay. I'm now also going to ask you to make a history check for me, please.
Ooh, this one I'm worse at. Hey, I rolled better though. 17 plus 2 is a 19.
Okay. All right. Let me just grab some notes here.
Oh.
While that's happening, then Delgrim will turn to Gallivahad. Gallivahad, do you think you could punch through this wall to get us out of here in a pinch if we had to escape very quickly?
Do you have to ask? Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you could do it.
I reckon I could.
Prove it.
Gallivahad will go to punch the wall, and then we'll punch Delgrim in the arm.
Wait, you're punching both the wall and Delgrim?
No, I'm gonna veer off and punch you in the arm.
Absolute jerk. Roll a hit.
So while Gallivahad kills Delgrim with one punch,
One
punch man.
Deli.
Beatrix, you notice that both of them are wearing around their necks, on a chain, some kind of symbol. The symbol depicts what looks like a stylized flame imposed on top of like what looks it looks like a hill or a dune or something of that. You don't know exactly what it is, but it does give you an idea that it is probably something to do with the lands south of here, where which is the Sol Barazan Desert.
Was there anything I know about the Sol Barazan Desert, like organizations, anything like that operate out of there?
You do know that the main ruling group of that area of the world is known as the Sephora, which are in fact 3 Efreet who are said to rule those lands. And basically those Efreet and their followers are known as the Sephora.
Okay.
We also know that I guess it doesn't matter because we don't recognize the thing, as we were. Go on.
I will just like deliberately stare at their symbol slightly too long. Just in like I see you sort of way, not threatening, just in like a recognition, and then say nothing.
Hamish, I believe Tiernan's in a previous episode mentioned the Sephora to Ruxy when B was standing there. But I could be wrong. When he went researching.
Mm-hmm. When you're at the mage stay.
Mm-hmm. It's just whether or not B remembers that.
B was hiding from the Vanator in the mage stay, so was probably pretty fucking frazzled at that point in time. And is also not actively trying to break like what she's said to these people. Like she's not gonna press on it after being asked not to. But in like return, having kind of looked at their symbols for a little bit, I will like very deliberately, I don't know, like brush my hair behind my ear or something and have my like tattoos light up slightly and then walk away. Just as like an exchange of symbol.
Whoa.
When you sort of look overly long at the necklaces that they're wearing, you both of them notice, and Lahab kind of head tilts ever so slightly to the side. And then when you flash your tattoos,
Uh-oh. Thanks, I hate it.
As you go to walk away, he says, "Surprised to see a member of the consortium down here."
Surprised you mentioned something like that when I very clearly didn't mention anything to do with your symbols. Did we not just make this agreement?
Well played.
I'll consider it a slip of the tongue. Then B will walk away towards probably actually towards Tiernan. If I've heard the word Zephora around Tiernan,
Yeah,
even if B doesn't remember, like that would, I assume, have recognition.
Yeah.
And she'll just kind of like blink a couple of times, look over at them really quickly and look back at Tiernan and just hope that he picks up on some sort of fucking anything.
I guess. What do I roll inside for that?
Yeah, but yeah.
I'll let you play that, John. If you want to roll, you can roll. If you think Tiernan's going to pick up on it, you're up to you.
Well, Tiernan will be basically just lying in the bed with his hands behind his head against the headboard. B comes up. What are you doing, B?
I'm just kind of like, I look down at you if you're laying. No, this is not subtle at all. Oh God. She will sit on your bed if you allow.
So remember, this is when it's bed, and this is straw
I know.
on the floor. Yeah. So,
I know. I'm a sit on the end, like a parent says goodnight to their child. And just kind of like look down and go, "You look comfortable," and then I'm gonna like.
Where are you going with this?
Is that John asking or
No,
Tiernan?
that's Tiernan.
yeah.
Oh, you know, I can't say that. I was gonna say, oh, you know, south is like as like a clue to like say about the area. Do you know what? B would say that because she doesn't pick up on those sorts of things. So yeah, she goes, oh, you know, sometimes you travel south. And then she'll just like very quickly glance at these two fire genasi and very quickly away, very unobviously if she can, but enough so that Tiernan's like, south person? Hopefully.
No, that's not what he's reading from that situation.
He's real smart.
But not picking up social cues.
There is intelligence and there is wisdom.
Yes, and Tiernan clearly lacks the second part.
The second
south, but the land's to the south.
We'll catch up later, I think, Tiernan. This has been really fun. Have a good nap. Pats you on the head gently.
Meanwhile, Gallivahad tends to hit Delgrim.
Yeah, make your attack roll, Gally.
You walk
Hi.
away and Tiernan's just got this really confused look on his face. Did I miss something?
I rolled a 26.
Unsurprisingly, that will hit. Also, you rolled a fucking what?
I've got a +9 to mine.
Are you? Yeah, but remember that. That would be using your maul. You are just using your fist.
No, yeah, my unarmed strike has a +9 to hit.
Fuck you. What? How?
Yeah.
Yuck. Okay, good. You hit me in the arm.
I need to look that up because that feels not right.
Yeah, that's what that's what it's saying on.
Yeah, because it'll be strength based. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, are you pulling the punch? Are you hitting him full force?
No. I wasn't. The intention was not to kill him. I just wanted to maybe knock him over just for shits and giggles.
Okay,
Maybe.
how much damage does it do then?
Well, it's 6 bludgeoning.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, it's fine. That's okay. It was a good hit. I knew you could not do any damage to brick wall. I knew you cheeky, you lie. There is your one lie.
Well,
you
I mean,
only have 2 truths left.
I still could actually damage the wall, but I don't know that I would use my fists for it. A weapon?
In all seriousness, it's something to keep in mind in case we need to get out of here quickly.
At which stage the sleeping Castigan goes, oh, look, I'd probably really strongly suggest against trying to, like, smash you out of this room. It would be frowned upon quite considerably, and you'd probably find that you wouldn't actually get out of here alive.
Well,
So,
you know what else is frowned upon? Eavesdropping.
yeah, we're in the same room, and I'm just trying to do you guys a favor. I'm just trying to make sure you don't get yourselves killed.
We didn't say we were going to. We're having a conversation. Thank you very much.
It's a contingency plan. A lot of things go wrong.
And look, I've been around enough people in my years to know that sometimes talk turns into action, and action turns into people dying. So I'm just, you guys all seem like upright individuals. I'd hate to see you not upright anymore.
Well, I mean, Tiernan's laying down.
I think you're taking me just slightly a little bit too literally. There be, I'm meaning more. I would hate to see your friends get killed because they decided to try and just smash their way out of here. Someone will come and get us
Whoa,
all.
what's that over there?
Over where?
Just trying to distract him, so he shuts up.
He looks over at the wall and goes, "There's nothing over. What are you talking about?"
I think she was just trying to distract you, so you stopped talking.
Oh, right, okay. I mean, you could just ask me to stop talking as well.
Well, you could just read the room.
I could. Not always good at reading the room. Anyway, I'm going to go back to napping now.
Delgrim thought he found a friend for a moment, and then that was taken away from him brutally and unkindly by sleep. So he will take a seat on one of the straw pallets and also do some waiting.
So,
Just do some knitting, some bullet
Yeah.
journaling.
hours pass, and the two Genasi again just sort of stay sitting at the table talking in low voices. Every now and then looking over at you guys, in particular, B.
Anytime they look at me, I try and look as confident and strong and cool as possible.
Make a performance check.
And I don't mean strong.
Yeah,
I mean
yeah. Yeah.
poised strong.
Yeah.
Please don't let this be the bad roll.
B's giving boss vibes.
Bad bitch vibes. Performance, you say? Look, it's a 15.
Look, you feel like you're living it. You feel like you're right there. You're confident. You're full of it, or something. Yeah, cool. Nice.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say it.
After close to 8 hours of sitting down in this room, you hear the grinding of gears, the clicks, the whirling that you've associated with the doors down in this place. And one of the walls just opens up. Two elves and wearing very form-fitting leather armor and carrying braces of knives enter, followed by two huge Goliaths armed with massive clubs. Galley is muscled. These guys look pretty much on par. They are buff as fuck. One of the elves turns to the two Genasi and goes, Lahab, Pyre, your time has come. If you join us, please. Just hold still for a moment, however. And the two Genasi stand up as the Goliaths pull out black hoods from on their belts and walk over to the Genasi and put the hoods over their heads. And neither of the Genasi give any kind of struggle, seem concerned or anything in the slightest. And they are led out of the room. The door closes behind them, and you are left staring at what appears to be a stone wall.
Castigan, you gotta be a bit annoyed you were here first, wouldn't you?
Yeah, look, I could say that I'm not happy about the situation at the moment, but to be frank, in these situations, you take what you can. I am not the richest of individuals, so I may not have been able to provide as much financial compensation to be seen by the Mirror. So it would appear that maybe in the priority queue, I'm a little bit lower.
Can Tiernan do an insight check on him, please?
Yeah, 100%.
Who's Frank?
He's my cousin.
Why are you being Frank now, though?
Well,
Okay, so that's a 0.
Oh,
I think
Why bother trying to do an insight check?
Well, just because the dice doesn't roll for me doesn't mean he doesn't try.
I think you know, you might look like you're focusing real hard on that guy, but maybe B distracts you by saying, "Hey, did you catch a glimpse of those guys? Like what they were wearing?"
No.
And I'm
Why, what were
saying
they
this
wearing?
deliberately so little old mate chatterbox over there doesn't hear.
What were they wearing?
And I will describe the symbols. And just kind of reiterate all of the information that I learned.
Does Tiernan recognize the symbol as a Zephora?
not the symbol, but again, like you have, you got that information that you did about this before.
Okay.
That's what I meant about the South thing, because they're from the South.
Okay. Why didn't you point it out while they were still in the room?
Oh, because they asked me, they told me that it's really frowned upon for, like, people in this room to, like, converse with each other. Like, the Miera doesn't like it.
But we're doing it right now.
No,
Talking.
like, we're in the same group, so it's fine. But, like, cross-group.
Don't you have the ability to send messages to each other? Silently?
Oh, yeah. I do.
Well, that was an opportunity missed.
Well, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Not
okay, when we
mad,
save
I'm
the
just
world.
disappointed.
When we save the world, we can go and find them and, I don't know, have a party or something.
No, that's not the reason why I was looking them up. Of course, that's why they were wearing glass weapons. Well, that makes a little bit more sense.
You okay?
Well, it would have been nice to know.
Well, the good news is now that I've met them, I can message them whenever I want.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
Yeah. And secretly, so no one else can hear. I can do that.
Okay, we'll put in a pin in it for now, but I might ask you to send a message on my behalf later.
Sure, no worries.
But next time you want to get my attention, you kind of need to be a little bit more obvious than south.
Well, it's just kind of like I said this really cool thing as I walked away, and like I shut them up, like made them feel like they fucked up. Sorry. And then I stopped laughing, both Saz and Prometheus. Oh no, Button Mom is mad.
Because just to give you some thoughts, you literally sat on my bed. Are you comfortable? And then you looked at me and said south. And I read something and I said, no, that can't be right.
I can see where you would be confused, but also...
Because south means down.
Weirdly, that I knew. But... Yeah,
next
you're
time,
right.
just message me. Just message me next time.
Tiernan, I got an idea. What if we have a code word for the exchange of information? Because maybe sometimes message isn't the smartest idea.
Yeah,
because I have to like do some,
Okay, well, but if you would come over to me and said, Toadstool, that's not going to communicate anything to me.
No, but if we use Toadstool as like the code word for I have shit to talk to you about, then maybe we can go find a place that we can secretly like converse in. Also, how cool would it be to have a code word?
Okay. I don't understand why you don't want to use message though. Or
I might, but in the instances I can't, I'll just walk up and be like, "Hey, you seen these toadstools?"
Yeah. What about these toadstools?
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
You gonna go with toadstool?
It's a fine-looking toadstool you've got there.
And then we're going to enter a cave and it's full of toadstools and we're just going to look at each other.
You should really check out the toadstools down south.
No, if there's
That's not a good
toadstools
thing.
down south, yeah, you've got to go find your local cleric. You've got to hit up that cure disease.
Grumpfel, help!
Unless it's just one big mushroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you think I make my coffee? Anyway.
Is that why it's bitter?
oh no!
That is not canon at all.
Hello,
No, it is not
darkness,
canon.
my old friend.
Okay, so I think we've broken Saz. Okay, so
Oh, Saz is a strong bitch.
she is a strong bitch. Okay, another 3 hours passes.
Whoa.
And then finally the door opens, and that same group as before enters and looks at the 5 of you and says, "It's your turn,
What about our friend Castigan here?
Castigan."
Shut up, Delgrim.
Castigan goes, "Look, it's fine. Obviously, there's a queue. I'm not a priority. That's fine. It's okay.
He's not-
That's fine. Don't get to me.
He's not
It'll be
really
fine."
in the queue.
Well, Delgrim will turn to the elves. Is it really a problem? Perhaps they can just come in with us.
I thought they were Goliaths.
There's
Two
2
elves,
elves
two
and
Goliaths.
2 Goliaths.
Okay.
The elves just look at you and then turn to the Goliaths, who remove the hoods and just stand there with the hoods in their hands.
Well,
Come on.
Very well.
We're in their place. We play by their rules.
putting a hood on.
So each of you gets a hood put over
Hood
you.
me.
Hood.
Hood me, dice daddy.
Oh, no.
That's
So
your,
Delgrim says
That's
to
your-
the Goliath.
Yeah.
No.
is your safe word toadstool?
Mm.
Okay. Each of you has a hood put over your head, and then you are led off. You hear the door close behind you. You're led through a winding number of sewerways. You're completely lost as they take you about 10 minutes.
I don't know if I am though. Courtesy of the Wanderer background.
Oh, what is that?
Well, I just remember everything about places, as it turns out. I completely forgotten this existed until literally today while I was looking through some stuff. But remember those times of being geographically absolutely useless? Not
Yeah.
a thing. Not an actual thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Excellent memory for maths and geography. So I could always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. I'm gonna say that that's probably going to be applicable to this scenario, and just try and have a rough idea of directionality.
if you had to find your way back through, the others would not have a shit show in hell. You would have the chance to be able to figure it out based on that experience.
Mm-hmm.
You are finally led into a space, and you all sort of come to a stop. You can hear a bit of sort of shuffling around, and then all of you have your hoods removed and are almost instantly blinded by just the light that is coming from in this space. Both from the fact that you've been in the dark, some of you who are more used to being in the dark, just this intense light. As your eyes take a moment to finally adjust, it's a glare, and you can just make out that you're in what appears to be probably like a central chamber in these sewers somewhere. But covering the walls are mirrors of all shapes and sizes. But there are also a number of braziers, torches, glowing magical lights, which are all reflecting off these mirrors, creating just this reflection of light intensely kind of focused into the middle of the space. Delgrim's blind sight absolutely would also help as well. Delgrim, with this almost blinded condition that everybody is suffering from, you just let the rest of your senses kick in. And probably about 20 feet in front of you, there is a figure standing there in pure white robes with a full helm on, which is polished to a mirror-like sheen, of which all of these light sources are also reflecting off. You hear the four who brought you in here leave. And then a voice, you all hear a voice. It is hard to tell gender. It almost seems to echo through the room like with the mirrors, like with the light as well. The voice says, Beatrix Everly. We're not sure of the rest of your companion's name, but Destaria called you out specifically. She has paid us a tidy sum of money to provide you with whatever assistance you so desire. The Crooked Mirror is at your beck and call. How may we be of service?
First of all, I would like to extend that to my friends if I can. They're just as important as me. Whatever they want, I want.
This is noted.
Delgrim will snap a look over to Gallivahad.
Good.
It's like,
yeah. I want a pony!
fingers to lips. Please do not be the Delgrim of this moment. The silent begging that would occur.
Is Destaria actually gone? Is she dead?
As far as we are aware, Destaria is still alive. But she is being held captive.
Are you gonna get her out?
Sorry, you cut out at the beginning of that.
Are you gonna get her out?
It's not our job to get her out.
If it is one of the things that Beatrix would like you to perform, then surely that falls into scope of what it is that you must do, yes?
If you wish to use our services to help in the freeing of Destaria, this is something that could potentially be done.
And like, how far does this whatever I want extend? Is this like forever, or is this like a couple of actions? Like, what are the terms and conditions here?
There's a slight chuckle from this helmed individual. Destaria has paid a significant amount of money, but this is still a negotiation, and it would depend on exactly what you are requiring. For example, our assistance in freeing her would be the only service we would provide you, and would see our duties done and dusted. However, if you were seeking more trivial or minor assistance, we may be able to negotiate a number of smaller services, but risk is a large part.
What if we were seeking
our interference with anything to do with the consortium or with Errion Lathial is the highest of risks.
What if we were seeking information and you couldn't give it to us? Does that mean it's a used favor and you've done your job? Because really, I'm getting nothing out of that, am I?
Sorry, say that again. I'm not sure if I understood what you were saying.
Well, if we're seeking information and we need you to get us this information and you can't or you don't know it, is that a used favor? Or
No.
is that just...
If there's information that you're seeking and we cannot provide it, then we have not fulfilled our part of the service.
What if we become just really good friends? Is there some kind of right situation that we can work with, or?
The Crooked Mirror does not deal with mates' ranks.
Is there a name we can call you individually? Whoa.
Sorry, again, you cut out a little bit at the beginning there.
Is there a name that I can call you individually?
You can simply refer to me as the Mirror. I speak on behalf of all of the guild.
The Mirror, if you don't mind my asking, what are the capabilities of the Crooked Mirror Guild?
They are...
What do you specialize in, so to speak?
Number of things. Acquisitions, eliminations. Those are two of our key areas of speciality. We have some who are talented in seeking of knowledge.
But knowledge is more of a more of a commercial side of things.
Knowledge is knowledge.
Okay.
It could be anything, potentially. It could be the best trade routes to take in the middle of winter. It could be which mistress the local merchant is sleeping with.
Information. Yep, understand.
What?
How do you join? How do you join the guild?
Yeah.
This is not a matter that we will be discussing here now.
Rude.
Here we are discussing a business transaction.
I do have like a curiosity question, and I understand if you can't answer it, but it'd be cool to know. And this is not part of the deal, by the way. This is just a question that I, Beatrix, am asking out of curiosity. Like when you say that Destaria paid you handsomely, like in gold or in something else?
We do not disclose how clients pay us.
Just trying to get an idea for if we're to make any transactions in the future.
Depends on what it is that you're trying to purchase and what it is you're willing to offer. Gold, jewels go a long way, but we've been known to accept other things as well.
Would you allow a minute of conference between my friends and myself so that we can discuss the best thing to suit our needs?
Certainly.
Privacy would be really cool too. Please don't take us back to that hole.
You will need to discuss what you are required, or what you will need to discuss whatever it is that you need to discuss here.
Are you gonna eavesdrop?
Yes.
Oh. Like, turn into a circle and huddle everyone in.
Well,
Good.
what are we doing?
Well, we have a couple of options. We could, instead of trying to get what we were gonna get from Destaria, maybe from these guys instead. Maybe.
How do you feel about leaving her to remain imprisoned?
I feel like we could break her out.
It seemed like she go to a fair amount of effort to try and help you.
For someone who you were concerned about finding out your presence, it's disproportionate.
The reason I'm not outwardly suggesting that as the first option is I feel like it's the most selfish one, and I'm trying not to be selfish.
Selfish in what way?
Well, I mean, I feel like, you know, me being like, well, let's break out my mentor is very, like, about me, and it's not about me.
That's the whole reason why we came here.
Yeah, but, well, the whole reason we came here was because that would result in helping all of you.
B, if we flee this place,
We're not gonna flee.
you might never get the chance. She could die in prison. You might never know why she tried to help you.
You're right, and I would really like her to undo the stuff that she did to Brazov. That would be cool. Okay, well, has anyone got any strong feelings about it? That being the suggestion?
Well, I really don't know what else we could possibly ask. I understand that they broker in information, and no offense to the it's
You
getting
can just
late.
call them the Mirror. You can just call them the Mirror.
No offense to the Miera. I know you can hear us, but I'm not challenging your abilities. But forgotten knowledge lost to time is a bit of a stretch for anybody.
And I imagine also fairly expensive, Tiernan, and I feel like perhaps Destaria's payment might not extend to it. Similarly, I'm not sure if that payment, if we're going to ask such large service as helping to break out Destaria, I don't know if it... I would like to know what this Errion knows of us and thinks of us and is
Well, that we can find out from Destaria.
planning. Yes, perhaps. But I would like to know it before specifically going to one blacksmith to get my axe back. It's not the most important thing in the world, no, but I would very much like to get it back before we leave. Or
We can do that.
before I am killed.
Can we ask them to get it for you? We could pay a little extra, ask for somewhere safe, get your weapon, and save to start. We'll pay the extra for the additional.
We'll see what the extra payment costs.
If we can afford it.
Mm.
Or I
Okay.
can just make you invisible and you go pick it up.
I can also... I feel like until I know what the general feeling is of who is looking for us and why and what did they think, I don't want to be sulking around deliberately trying to not get caught. If we get caught anyway, it could go worse.
Okay. Well, then we're agreed, I guess. We'll get Destaria out of prison.
And find out what cost secretly meeting blacksmith to recover my axe would be.
Yeah.
You heard all that, Miera?
Turn around to look at the mirror.
Again, like, just the glare from everything is intense, but you hear them say, "Yes, I heard what you were discussing."
Well, we'd like you to break Destaria out, and also how much to collect Delgrim's axe? Or can you do both? I feel like, that would, if you'd like to form an alliance with us at some point, that would be a nice little bonus.
And how much would be included in the whole breaking Destaria out, does that include getting out of the city or just getting out of the building?
Hamish, am I to understand that Destaria has teleported us before?
You know that she is certainly capable of casting teleportation. Yes.
Destaria has teleported me a fair distance before. So, if we can at least get her out, I'm sure she can get us out of the city.
I guess I just don't understand how the arcane works. I use
We
a
should
different
teach you
fashion.
sometime.
It's I don't know.
Maybe I
It's
can show
frowned
you a
upon.
trick and you can show me a trick.
It's not possible for my entire species to use the arcane.
Quick
We'll see.
question. Just a question. If obviously this breaking Destaria out of prison is not going to take 2 seconds, so in that time, where are we? Are we just planning on staying here underground for that entire time?
I'm sure we would be guests of the Miera while the planning and execution of this very clever heist of entire person is taking place. It seems like it should probably be covered by generous payment from Destari.
Your request for breaking out Destaria can be partially met. As said previously, you are involving us in highly dangerous parts and organizations within this city. That even the mirror itself is somewhat dubious to be involved in. However, we would be willing to provide you with assistance in gaining access to where Destaria is held, providing distractions, and enabling your escape. But it would be up to you to break her out.
Well, Gallivahad, I guess you get to finally show us how well you punch brick walls.
And also, I feel like if, you're only partially meeting a request, surely having someone fetch an axe is really not much of a price to ask.
Having someone fetch an axe is absolutely fine.
It's a very specific axe, and it must be delivered with the highest care to Delgrim.
You will provide us with the details of said axe and where it is being held, and we shall bring it to you. Now, for this transaction to move forward, we will organize rooms for you at the Tall Cauldron in Darkvale. You will be met there by one of our contacts, who will provide you information of where Destaria is being held and the layout of the building.
How will we know who they are?
You will know who they are.
How?
You will know.
Is there a safe word?
You will know who they are.
Toadstool!
Yeah, tell them to say Toadstool. I'll know exactly who they are.
The mirror notes your request. From there, you will be able to work out your plan. The axe shall also be delivered to the Tall Cauldron. And at the conclusion of said plan, the transaction shall be complete, along with the escape of yourselves and Destaria. And all debts shall be cleared.
And if we were to want to enter into a deal with you in the future, how would we find you?
This is a discussion that you can have with the contact when they see you at the cauldron.
Okay.
Now, for now, I believe our business is concluded.
Yeah. Thank you.
You all feel the presences of those 4 individuals again who led you down here as you are rehooded and led away from the Miera further into the sewers. And next session, we'll find out how you guys are going to plan a fucking rescue mission.
It's gonna be fine. They're gonna distract for us. It's gonna be okay.
It's a heaps better prison break plan than the first one I had, which was basically just let's wander in and try and break some people out of prison. That was not going to go well. So this one's already shaping up to be heaps better.
Cool. That's it, guys. We're done. Fork a stick in us. Favorite times, favorite moments.
The dirty old man. Although it's not really old, just the filthy one.
Oh, the dude who, yeah.
Mine was Gallivahad immediately being like, I wouldn't drop anyone.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck you.
I could carry the whole party and then offering to.
The sheer confidence,
All I could see was fly hands in my head.
Yeah.
the entire time.
And look, after that roller hit, I don't disagree. I think Gallivahad probably would have safely navigated with all of us on their shoulder through that fucking forest.
I feel every time I think of Gallivahad now, I think that he's got like spiked hair with like frosted tips.
Oh no.
Whoa. Incredible.
No, that's a different kind of cool.
Yeah. No, I think you've got different and cool.
I think
stuff,
fuckboy, not cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's a total. He's a fuckboy. Definitely.
He'd be a cool fuckboy, probably. I don't know. My favorite moment was more the general vibe. I felt like we just had a really cool session of like we got shit done and we progressed, but we did it in a super fun like RP way as well. I love that shit.
Yeah. No, it was cool. We made a lot of headway.
Yeah, the balance of what felt like kind of story and world progression versus and RP seemed really cool, and just overall kind of lore drop stuff as well. Like I love finding out all cool new stuff about UL Ham, and we found out some cool new stuff about UL, so it was fun.
I enjoyed the unsuccessful game of it ended up being
two truths and a lie.
two lies and
two lies
and maybe a truth.
Yeah, 2 lies and another lie.
I really enjoyed that. I also enjoyed the try to keep information as secret as possible, so even the person you're trying to convey it to was also confused. Yes. That was really good. But it did spawn the password of Toadstool. So we get to keep that one.
Great.
That is.
What was your favorite moment? Oh, sorry, John.
At one stage, Tiernan was like, she cracking onto me? What's going on here?
You know what? It could have gone 50-50. Who knows?
So I had
sewer.
Look, hey, any port in a storm.
No.
It was really cool for me finally being able to do the Delgrim death stuff. Because we did that so long ago. I was watching it going, oh my god, I'd forgotten half.
I had also forgotten a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, cool, yeah.
I was like, oh, I did put that in there. Fucking amazing, awesome, cool.
Was that the first time you had heard those parts that were pulled out of the game where you died, Promethean?
Well, that's
like
something for us to discuss in the bloody behind the shadows situation.
Behind the shadow.
Yeah, you heard me. I said what I said. Move
Yeah,
on.
Yeah. Was it called pegging in the shadows?
Yeah.
But no, I think everyone. I actually really agree with what you were saying, Pro, about that. There was nice momentum. We never kind of got stuck. Like there were some really good conversations. There was some cool RP moments, but we didn't get stuck. Like there was always what felt like forward momentum, which was really cool.
If we didn't have that dude with us, we had to fucking navigate that door, we would have got stuck. That would have happened. We would have argued so long about that fucking door hole. Yeah. Would be entirely different.
Yeah. Fucking door holes. Anyway, hey, let's do this again are we doing this again in a fortnight? I think we're doing this again in a fortnight. I can never tell with our fucking schedules. They're so all over the place. But hey, thank you very much to the Raiders who came and hang out with us tonight. Thank you to everyone who has stayed with us all of this evening. We really appreciate you choosing to spend your time with us. As you say, time is the most valuable thing you've got, and spending it with us is super nice. So we hope you've enjoyed things here. Please come back next time. I am a prison break with these guys is going to be the most magical chaos fuckery that's ever going to happen. It's going to be truly amazing. So yeah, come and hang out with us in the fortnight. But that's it. Do we have a raid target?
Yes, we do.
The channel.
Lord Gosumba?
Yeah,
I think
sweet.
I pronounced that correctly or
Gosumba.
terribly.
Yep, that's okay. It's just me that gives you difficult names to read, John.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brick.
Yeah. Everyone from now on is just going to be called Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Bill the Third.
Excellent.
Yeah. You never even asked the name of the dude who was showing you around either.
No, we didn't want to know his name because, he might come back, my name now.
He spat on the floor.
Well, look.
He looked like he looked like he wasn't long for this world, so what's the point in learning their name?
Wow. That's the monster. Yeah, Britt, we're literally about
Britt,
to
terrible
to go
timing.
rating. Yeah. That's okay. Because Britt's here, let's just start from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, go on, Hamish. Try and do it.
Des, did you want to roll the Delgrim thing for us?
No.
I think I can see Saz typing. I can literally see her type the word "fuck you." Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I literally thought you were going to start off with, in the beginning there was that which shines in the darkness behind.
Oh my god. Oh, I'd have to leave for like a
Right
year.
to the beginning.
I believe we'll be raiding Lord Gissumber, and that will be that thing.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah.
See you in a fortnight. Have fun, play nice. Remember, consent is important, especially when you're pegging. I don't know. Postal.
No. Yeah, that's not shade
It
at you,
doesn't make
Brett.
it better.
Yeah.
Postal.
Toadstool.
Toasted toadstools.
I
Toadstool.
feel like it's a conspiratorial whisper toadstool.
Did anyone get that reference? No?
Toadstool.
No, okay.